Good evening, everyone who is watching me. This is yours truly, Mr. Oh, welcome to this quick broadcast. I mean, it's just an opportunity to vibe with my brothers in Canada and in the US. Sorry, it's very late, but I mean, it's very important. So please wake somebody up, share this to somebody, tell them that yes, the boys are coming to have a good conversation. So wake up and learn. All right, this is an opportunity to learn. We are not coming to do anything extra, but it's an opportunity for you to understand what is happening in the global sector and how the decisions being made by these economies are going to shape what you do and how your life is going to be. Trust me, no matter what, however you look at it, whatever decision US, Canada, UK, whatever any of these big economies make, it affects all of us globally. And as you are aware, the US president, current president, has just put tariff on everyone all over the world. So these are informations that you need to understand and how it's going to affect your traveling opportunities and living abroad and understanding these systems and how your money is going to be affected and all that, scholarships and all that. All right. Today I'm not here alone. I just wanted to surprise everyone, but I'm here with two strong brothers in Canada and in the US. And if I introduce them, you know them already. These are known faces on these platforms, and I believe we're going to have a very wonderful conversation. So, without wasting my time, I want to welcome Mr. Choco Millionaire from Canada and Apostle in the US.
Thank you. Oh, how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you, Choco. How are
Good.
you?
I'm fine. Thank you.
We thank God. Apostle, how are things? We can't hear you.
Apostle, Apostle did better. Apostle, what you did? What you do with your background makes it like that? Apostle, you are muted.
Yeah, right now, I did Ohio, Charlie. I did Ohio. I did for
Oh,
some.
you live Chicago.
No. I don't live there. We come for some robotic competition. So I did Ohio
Oh,
now. Yeah, we came yesterday and we went to the first phase today. I think we are in the quarterfinals and we see what will happen tomorrow. Yeah.
wow,
Mm.
congratulations.
So if you hostel you day or you day where somebody in house.
Oh me, I did hotel. Oh, in fact, I get two beds.
You
Yesterday,
alone get two beds.
yes. Yesterday I slept on one, and today I'll sleep on the other one.
Over problem. I mean, make I see your background. Tell the camera make I see say the best I did.
Oh, the bed. This is one.
One bed be that,
Then
okay.
the one I'm on right now. So tonight I'll
Uh,
sleep on the other one, which is clean. Yes.
so
You
you
like
alone you did it too. We so
Yes.
enjoy.
So I wish I would join them together, but you can't.
Charlie. Charlie. We day here. We day here. The weather be nice today, so we enjoy them. Yesterday was a bit cold.
Yeah,
Today,
actually the weather has been bad since yesterday. I heard in Charleston where I live,
okay?
there's a heavy rainfall going on right now. There's a tornado that is going on right now, but
wow.
we are praying that there will not be casualties. Even yesterday when we were leaving Illinois, it rained throughout our journey even to Ohio, and
Oh
our
wow.
journey was like 5 hours 10 minutes.
Okay, that's not
So
bad.
yeah.
That's good.
He
That's
said,
good.
"Oh, would it be okay for people to join and ask questions?
Yes, why not? They can join. The
Then maybe
link,
put the link in the comment section so that people
yeah,
can. Yeah,
this is the link right here. So if you want to join and ask questions, interact with us, you can do so and understand the things. So Joko, this week, in fact, let me start. I know it's not too much of a good news, but we had a very bad news from last weekend entering this week. A Nigerian brother who is a teacher in the US was shot,
mm,
and unfortunately, he lost his life, leaving behind four kids and a wife. And very, very tragic situation in Wisconsin. In fact, when I heard it, it nearly threw me off the week, but it's just by the grace that we are holding up. So I've spoken to a few people. I've just tried to caution all of us. We are not here to scare anybody. I told them, look, it's not to scare anyone, but we are here to caution everyone when you are stepping out, when you're going out.
Yeah.
Careful, because the story surrounding the shooting is really not so clear to us. But
Was he shot by like an unknown assailant, or is it by police, or what?
not by police, but these are young kids who went to burgle a shop in which he was.
Oh,
And if you want, I can share the story before I give you my part of what I know.
okay, yeah, sure. And you said we were a Nigerian who is a teacher.
Yes, Nigerian.
So he probably came just like you, right? He came in
Yes.
on a visa to come and teach.
That's
Wow.
right.
With 4 kids and a wife, and unfortunately lost his life.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, let's listen to the story.
It's really not. Let me see if I can share my screen from here.
Very unfortunate.
Yeah. It was reported on Fox News, so I'm picking it from there. Yeah. I think they'll play their adverts first, so.
Menacing! Absolutely menacing!
There's hope to move forward.
I'm going to go see if I can help this lady out a little bit more, you guys.
Police are searching for whoever shot and killed a gas station worker over the weekend. His co-worker tells our Aaron Maben today a group of young people are connected to the city's latest homicide.
I can't get it. I don't get it.
The bulletproof glass Joseph Appiah stands behind Sunday morning.
My condolences, man.
Can't block the sadness felt throughout the store.
That wasn't cool.
I'm so sad, so sad, because this guy was cool, calm.
Someone shot and killed his co-worker at Giggs Petro Pantry Saturday night. Milwaukee police responded to the shooting at 23rd and Fond du Lac around 7:40 p.m. Police say the 47-year-old victim died at the scene.
To take somebody's life is a bad thing. You don't have to just shoot randomly for nothing.
Appiah says the chaos began when a group of young people came in and took things off the shelves. He says they ran and dropped items by the front door. His co-worker went to pick everything up.
And then they shot him. That's how it is. They shot him.
Appiah says there was no argument, no confrontation before the deadly gunfire. Sunday morning, new Milwaukee police data showed 23 homicides this year. That's tied compared to this time last year and down from this time 2 years ago.
I'm here every day, so I really know the man, and for him to just easily just get his life taken like that for something so stupid over some candy or whatever, it's really sad. Blessings, my brother.
Neighbors like Robert Jackson are fed
Condolences again.
up with the senseless shooting.
I just want the community and the younger versions of us just to pay attention and grow up. Just be smart.
Appiah says the shooting victim was a husband and father of 4. He only worked here part-time.
We have to learn how to be tolerant with one another. We don't just pull a gun and kill. That's it. You won't see him no more. He's gone.
Workers want whoever's responsible for this deadly shooting to get arrested so this doesn't happen again. At 23rd and Fond du Lac, Aaron Maben, Fox 6 News.
Charlie, this be sad though.
Very,
very sad.
Just unfortunate. I learned the wife came first on an H-1B visa, and he followed up on the H-4. And as everyone knows, if you're on an H-4 visa, you don't work. So he was working in this gas station for some time, for almost 3 years, before he got a school district to actually do the H-1B visa for him. So in fact, he just started working not long ago as a teacher. And I think and they were on a spring break, so the whole week they were free. So I think he just wanted to help, because you guys held me up whilst I needed help. So he just went there to help. And the kids came to steal. They didn't even take the things away. They stole the things, dropped them outside, and some of them left. Apparently, according to the story that was told to me, apparently there was one of them still in the car.
Mm.
When he went out, said, "You guys have poured a thing on the floor, so I'm just coming to pick the things back." When he went out, as if they were waiting for him, I don't know, and they just shot him
Just like that.
just like that, without any provocation. He didn't confront them. According to the man, that he didn't confront them or anything,
Okay.
and he was gone.
Do we know the name of this person at this moment, or we don't know the name of the victim? We said he's a
No,
teacher, a Nigerian. Do you know the name, or the name is not out yet?
the name is out, but I just wanted to respect the families.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
because when they spoke to me, they requested that, so I'm like, okay, let me just keep the name out.
Let me understand you. Have you been in touch with the family directly?
No, I've been
To them.
Yeah, I've been in touch with the teachers around. In fact, on that Monday, the teachers all went there to, console the wife and the family. So they were there when we spoke, but I did not speak with the wife directly. I gave them some few directions as to what to do and who to speak to, because it's a criminal case. So definitely the police are involved, and I didn't want to get involved in it too much. Yeah.
So these teenagers went to a gas station, picked something, and oh, Charlie, the thing really makes sense.
Yeah.
And just like that. And it wasn't like there was an altercation or the man was running after them. They just shot the man.
No. Confront them. According to the Ghanaian man who spoke on camera, he didn't confront them. Nothing.
Okay. The Ghanaian man who spoke, I think the name is Joseph Apia. Is he a worker there, or he's the owner of the place?
I think he's a worker. He's a long-time worker there, probably caretaker of the guy.
I see. Charlie, very, very unfortunate there. The teachers must be down, huh? Everybody's scared.
Yeah, everybody was scared. I learned for 2 days they didn't go to work, and the district is been supportive of them and been encouraging them, and they are hoping the body will be released to the family so that coming Monday, they will do the funeral in Wisconsin. So,
all right. All right. If we have followers from Nigeria as well who follow this platform. So if you're a Nigerian watching this, this is a loss for Africa, the whole of Africa and the world, right? Very unfortunate. We had some friends from Nigeria to take a look. We don't know if this might be your extended family or family member in any way. Just tag your friends who are from Nigeria to just keep up with the story so we see how it goes. Yeah? A Nigerian teacher has been shot dead in Milwaukee at a gas station by teenagers who burgled the gas station, the store, and made a mess. The guy went to clean up or pick things up and then got shot. Right, very unfortunate. Yeah. Anyway, from bad news, Charlie, make we talk. There is a whole lot going on in US right now, also in Canada. Then there's a lot going around as well. People want to also know if there are some updates coming there. One update that I came across today in Canada, a former international student who came on a student visa and applied for, let me see. Okay, so this student graduated and then applied for permanent residence but was denied. And the student decided to seek judicial review. So let me see. Let me see if I can pull that update up. The result or the decision from the judicial review came out. So this student graduated, applied for permanent residence, and was denied a PR. So the student decided to seek judicial review, and that was also unsuccessful. So the student's name here is Miss Sarampreet Kaur. Sarampreet Kaur. That's a Punjabi name. She is, if I'm not mistaken, he or she is the applicant, is seeking judicial review of the decision of an officer. Mr. Maybe let me forward this to you and see if you can beam it on you.
Okay.
On the screen now, okay? Let me forward this to you. All right, just sent it to you. Check your WhatsApp, you should have it there. If you can post it there for people to read.
Yeah, let me. I think Okay, I think I should have added it. Let me add it to.
All right, I appreciate that. Thank you. All right.
Very unfortunate, but
Yes.
sorry,
Where
we are
you from? Lucky and me. How you day, Madam Lucky? Yeah, Livingstone. You're also watching Livingstone, Safajinam, Juliana, Elia Manya is also watching. Veronica Hope. Most of you are watching. Those who are sleeping, so sorry we came late. Charlie, Ma has been busy. We've been busy all day. They also have been. Mr. O has been teaching, so he just got off. We decided to come your way with a live. So you're watching. Make sure you share this as well with your friends, whoever is up. Let's tune in and watch. He's going to be sharing something on the screen any moment from now, which is a result from a judicial review. Basically, judicial review, a decision was made by an RCC officer or a visa officer in Canada about somebody's permanent residence application, basically denying the person the PR. The person decides to seek a judicial decision on that by taking it to the court. And unfortunately, that was also unsuccessful. But let's take a look at it and see if there's something we can learn from it. Okay? Do you have it?
Yes, I have it. I'm just looking for it where actually downloaded to.
Okay.
Yeah. Photo library. Okay. Yeah.
We'll go to your rooms. With your sisters. Okay. You both. That is on the call. Okay.
Okay, I think that is it. That should be on the screen.
Yes. So if you can see the outcome of the decision here, it says Sarampri Kaur, the applicant, seeks judicial review of the decision of an officer. The officer here refusing to reconsider her application for permanent residence pursuant to the temporary residence to permanent resident pathway policy. The policy developed pursuant to section 25.2 of the Immigration and Refugee Protection Act. So the second part here says the applicant arrived in Canada on April 27, 2018 on a valid study permit. The study permit expired on March 31, 2022. So that was 4 years later, right? The study permit expired. And she lost her temporary residence status as of that date. The applicant applied for permanent residence via the policy on July 7, 2021. The officer refused the applicant on September 13, 2023, on the grounds that the applicant no longer had a valid temporary residence status. So, let me just interpret it the way I understand. If you can just keep it on the screen there. So, let's look at the timelines here. This person entered Canada on the 27th of April 2018 on a valid study permit. The study permit expired on March 31, 2022. So within 4 years with that, right?
Okay.
2018 to 2022. Then in point 3, we are told that the applicant applied for PR via a policy called TP, Temporary Residence to PR, TR to PR. All right. It was introduced during the COVID time for a lot of people to get PR, especially those working in critical sectors that supported Canada's business environment during COVID, like healthcare and stuff like that. If you did PSW and other stuff, you were eligible to apply. There were certain criteria. So this person applied for that particular PR program on July 7, 2021. But then the officer refused the applicant on September 13, 2023, on the grounds that the applicant no longer had valid temporary residence status in Canada as required by the policy. My small confusion here be the timeline of the person's study permits and the time they apply, because if I had a valid study permit between 2018 of April to 2022 March, and then I applied for a PR program in 2021, it suggests that at the time I applied, my study permit was still probably valid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unless this person did not utilize all their visa validity and probably did a shorter course or program and then left school earlier. Now, if you leave school earlier, you have a certain number of days to apply for a postgraduate work permit. You must apply for a postgraduate work permit within 90 days, right? Now, postgraduate work permit, depending on the duration of this person, would either be 1 year or 3 years, depending on the duration of the postgraduate work permit within 90. So even if they graduate, now we don't know exactly when this person graduated from their program. We only know the validity of their study permit. We are told that the study permit have expired in 2022, but we don't know when exactly they graduated, right? And we also don't know whether they apply for a postgraduate work permit and then it expired at that point. But all we know is that the basis of the decision here is the officer is saying that at the time this application was done, the applicant was not on a valid immigration status, meaning the person may have gone out of status at that time. So that's the small understanding there. There is probably I'll post a link to the full decision so that we can all read it more to understand. All right. The lesson here is that at the time you apply for a PR, you need to have a valid immigration status. If you're not immigration status, sometimes the officers will just be a bit hard on that and say, hey, you are not able to apply.
Yeah, but Choco, you realize that the time he applied and the time the decision was made, there was a big overlap up to 2020.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
So the processing time of this PR was also taking a bit of time. Some people were getting their decisions after 1 year. Some people almost 18 months, right? So you may have applied in 2021, but maybe the decision may have come late 2022 or 2023 thereabout. You understand?
It's not my fault.
Yes, it's not your fault, but at the time you applied, the question would be whether you had a valid immigration status at the time of application. Now, my own lack of knowledge here would be, if I had a visa that expired in 2022, and at 2021 I'm applying for a PR, something got to be going on there. Either I didn't go to the school fully, or I changed the program and I did a shorter program. It doesn't like so many things go the other.
Yeah.
Did this person even apply for a postgraduate work permit? So we need to also look at that and see whether they actually apply for a postgraduate work permit. If yes, how long was a postgraduate work permit? Was it a 1 year? Maybe because they did a 1 year program. Some people come in like that. They come in with a 4 years visa. Clearly, we can tell this person came in with a 4 years visa.
Yeah.
There are people who come in on a 4 years visa, but they never really go do their studies for 4 years. They change the school. Maybe the person got an undergraduate visa, right, to do an undergraduate program 4 years, in a bachelor's program. And then when they enter Canada, they change their mind and say they would rather go to a college to go and do a 1 year college program. And sometimes they will do it quietly without notifying the IRCC that they changed school. You see, that's the old time, or before they brought all these changes to stop all these loopholes, right? So the person goes to study, did a 1 year. I'm assuming, I'm not saying that's the case here. Yeah. So came with a 4 year visa, 2018 to 2020. Don't be so. But then I decided I know we'll go the 4 year program. It be too much school fees. So I go do 1 year study. Now the 1 year study where I go do, no, it simply means that I'll be getting just a 1 year postgraduate work permit. So if I finish my study in 2019, all right, and I get a 1 year permit, that means by 2020, Charlie, I'm likely out of status. But then in 2021, you are now applying for maybe temporary residence to PR, TR to PR program, because the government introduced around that COVID time, and then you put in an application, and that application takes an 18-month period to process. So you're applying in 2021. If you look at the timeline, it's almost getting to that 18 months waiting from the July 2021 that this person applied. You understand? So that could be a possible factor. I will probably post a full link to the judicial decision from the court, and then we can all take a look at it. But that is the development here.
So right now, what will happen to the lady in question? So she may have to leave Canada,
right? That is the legal implication, that you've lost your status, you don't have a status in Canada. You could probably be served with a removal order to leave, right? But most likely this lady might use a lawyer again. You can tell there's a judicial review, so they might appeal and do a lot of back and forth and see if a humanitarian or compassionate grant could be used to, you know, that based on the timing, COVID was there, blah, 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 so many dramas here and there.
It's
possible. So, yeah.
I I mean, they want people to maintain status while switching to another kind of visa or another kind of, I mean, because, for instance, there's a case where somebody, a teacher, is trying to switch to an H-1B visa. It is a requirement that you must still maintain a legal status before you switch. In fact, I had a friend recently called me that he's trying to get his green card. He was blocked because whilst waiting to get a green card, he was out of status. So they are trying to use technicalities, and I mean, we've seen it in the news too. People have been deported based on a crime they committed. They are on permanent residence by the crime they committed in 1999. Now, so I think
that's one of the things the left were using on Elon Musk during the election, the previous election, 2024. They said that at the time he came to the US, he was on a student visa, where he decided, say, go finish in program, and then he transitioned, right? But at the time, in between that time, the suggestion was that he was probably out of status and didn't have immigration status, right? At the time he applied. So anyway, so that's just one aspect there. You need to have a valid immigration status at the time. If you don't have an immigration status, you need to apply for what we call a status restoration permit or visa. To restore, you must restore your status. And that is also not an easy thing to do. Sometimes it can be rejected on ground. Yeah. So that's one of the updates there. Mr. Adetunde, yeah, you have something to say? You have an update to share?
How is your side, Chicago? How is the immigration change?
Right now, I mean, I'm a student, so I'll speak, concerning students' issues and something like that. So right now, for us international students, a lot has been happening with regards to US immigration laws and stuff like that. And one of the things that we have been informed is that if we have plans of traveling outside, we shouldn't go, because we may not know if you want to return, whether you would be readmitted in or not. So it is better to stay here, and don't travel. So that is one of the, things that we have been told from our international office. Over the past, I think since January or so, when Mr. Trump took over the presidency and stuff like that. And even just this afternoon, I'm reading something online that which is, I don't know, which is a very bad news for international students. Currently, there has been a bill that has been drafted to be sent to is it Congress or Senate? I don't know how they do this over here, but right now there has been a bill to revoke OPT, right? So OPT is optimum practical training. Just like in Canada, it is the when you are done with school, you get your 3 or a year student work permit to work. So that is how it is here. Here in the US, it's called
OPT.
So yes, so if you are a STEM student, right, you have a 3-year OPT period. But if you are a non-STEM, you have only 1 year. And now this bill seeks to revoke or stop international students from obtaining an OPT.
Wow. Completely, including both the STEM graduates.
Yes, everything. So yeah, everything.
Can you
let me
send me the link later?
So I saw it on an immigration lawyer's post on LinkedIn. She's called Equia O Abwaji. I don't know if you can check it on. So she said that a new bill was introduced last week to cancel OPT for international students. This bill, HR 2315,
Yeah, 2315.
titled Fairness for High-Skilled Americans Act of 2025, was introduced to the House of Rep on March 25 by Representative Paul A. Goza and 8 other co-sponsors. The bill aims to eliminate the optical practical training program. Specifically, it seeks to prohibit F1 students, visa holders from obtaining employment authorization through OPT program or any successor program unless explicitly authorized by an act of Congress. Supporters of the bill argue that OPT program undermines American workers by allowing foreign students to remain in the US for employment post graduation, potentially competing with and displacing American workers. Opponents also opponents contend that eliminating OPT could harm the US ability to attract international talent and negatively impact sectors reliant on skilled labor. What are the chances of this bill passing to become law? So, in 2016, an organization called WASTEC sued in the federal court to end OPT. The organization was joined by senators and 11 other states. The U.S. Court of Appeal for DC Circuit in 2022 ruled against WASTEC. The Supreme Court in 2023 left the decision untouched. And then in 2019, the same person who has now sent the bill in 2019 did the same.
Okay.
Right? So, he introduced the bill again, but the court did not advance to Congress. So it is unclear whether the bill will become a law. Its introduction will stir a concern among international students, especially facing challenges under the current administration. So, yeah, that is one of the things that is happening right now for international students, OPT, being cancelled. And you know that it is the only, apart from other routes, it is one of the route that students use to get their H1B, because after graduation and you start your OPT, companies file for, or they enter you into a lottery to get your H1B visa, and then subsequently you can proceed from there. But if this is cancelled, then it means that when you come in to US to study, the moment your study ends, it means you go back home.
Wow.
Just like China, the moment you graduate, you have a month to leave and pack and go home. So yeah, that is one of the things that is happening with under this current administration. And then some of the students also, very good. I think Mr. Choco is showing that on the screens right now.
Yeah, so this is the bill. It was introduced by the
Arizona
rep.
Yeah, Goza.
Yeah.
So like Adetunde said, this was initially introduced in 2019, but was not accepted. And then it's been brought back, I think, on March 25th. It was brought back again. As to whether this will succeed or not, is one thing.
It's been introduced. It's been referred to the House Committee on Judicial.
Yeah. Now,
It has
you remember, prior to the election in November last year,
Mhm.
there were TikTok trends, videos of Trump saying that he's
Yeah,
going
he will give
to
international student drink.
So now,
That conversation has come up. Whether did he say that, or he didn't say that, or is it a ploy just to win the heart of people and vote for him? So that conversation is currently, going on right now, and it's
personally, if I were to put a weight on it as to whether this will pass or not to become an act, I don't know. I think it may have a slim chance because the argument is that people are using the OPT to circumvent the H-1B by taking jobs from Americans, right? That a percentage of people who have now jumped on this particular OPT H-1B, is over 400% from 2009 to 2016. That's the data they are citing, right? Remember, Elon Musk is somebody who is an advocate of H-1B because he thinks that he can get a lot of smart guys coming in through the And I think Vivek is also a big supporter of it. During the election or prior to the election, it became a big debate among even the Republicans themselves. Some schools or one side were saying that, look, let's scrap all the H-1B and focus on American first. And then the other guys also said, look, we are not against immigration. We are just against illegal immigration. So people who are highly skilled and can build America, let's allow them to come in, right? I think the way they've structured it, where STEM-related graduates get 3 years versus non-STEM related get 1 year, I think it's fair that it shows that America prioritizes what STEM, non-STEM programs. But let's keep an eye on this and see. I think it's an interesting one. Let's see. Remember, this was introduced in 2019 around the same time,
but Trump, it didn't see the day of light. So
let's see what happens this time.
But I don't know whether in 2019 Trump has majority in parliament.
No, he didn't. And
this time, does he have majority?
This time he has, but there are also people in the Republican Party.
Anyway, that's true.
Mitch McConnell and a few other people can always vote the others, right? To join the
Democrats. So that makes one of the things in America, they don't really vote on things by like partisan. They are very objective.
There are always people who break the line and
who help the country. So that being aside, there's also another story which I'm reading from the same lady's page. Said that the US Secretary of State Marco Rubio has announced that the department has revoked more than 300 students' visa as part of increased immigration enforcement related to campus activism. So if you remember the Jewish protest that went on some time ago, so students that were involved, some of them, their visas has been revoked. And then also right now what the USCIS or the DHS is doing is that if you're a student and maybe you have had a criminal record before, and they go into the system and they see that your visa will be, your service will be terminated, and the school will have to inform ICE, and then the deportation
removal
process then will commence. So we have all been asked to be very careful in the way we do our things as a student, so that you wouldn't go and do anything that will jeopardize your service. And stuff like that. So right now, as a student in America, is very dicey. We don't know where our hope lies, but our hope lies in God. Trusting and believing God, to touch the heart of Trump, and have some international students and stuff like that. So
especially given the geopolitical atmosphere.
If you have any of the students who are in STEM, I would suggest, Shogo, should I talk about it here or we should talk about it behind the scenes?
I don't know. So maybe text me and make a see if it's something with for talk.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, as you're testing me the thing. No, I beg put the story on. There is an update here from Canada as well.
Okay.
Where over 700 folks have been potentially removed from Canada for working illegally, and a company has been sanctioned close to $500,000 for hiring
illegal
working without documentation. So that story, I think I sent it to you. If you can post it on the screen, then we can take a look at it. Yeah.
From is it the CP24 one?
Yes, put that one on there.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull it from.
If you are watching, this is a live Q&A. You are probably we're also giving you updates on some of the things happening right now, so that you can keep up with the stories happening. But this is also your chance to join us live. We're broadcasting on Mr. O's channel right now, MrO.com. Wherever you're watching from, if you're on YouTube, let us know where you're watching from. Facebook, wherever you are. Drop your questions. Now you can also join live. The link, there is a link there, Mr. O. If it's in the comment section and you can pin it, click on that link, join. Famudia Sport. I can see Famudia Sport is also watching.
Yes.
Mommy, if you can also join us to bring us on filler, we'll appreciate. You can click on the link.
You can forward it to Auntie. I don't have her number.
Okay, I'll forward a link to her if she wants to. I'm not sure if she's busy or not busy, but yeah. Mommy, if you're watching and you're not busy and you have some update for us, I'll be joining and now my update, Yeah.
Let me share the CP24 story.
Oh, Charlie, I be like say I lose the number. Mommy, if you message me, I reset my iPhone recently and I lost all my contacts. Her number is not pulling up anymore.
Oh, okay.
If you can, I can send it to you. I reset my.
Why didn't you save the contacts on iCloud?
Charlie, they say my memory full. My phone in memory full way. I don't know if you do anything.
No, I mean iCloud.
I be, say me, I be a bit new to iPhone, so. Yeah. Where the guy say the only option is to reset, I say, oh, Charlie, by the time I finish all my contacts swipe.
Oh, yeah, but even before the reset, you could have.
I need to No, that's why I did my friend is Android Samsung. I know they. Anyway, click and join if you can. Lady May, if you're watching, you can send me a hi so that I can save. I lost all of your contacts. Yeah.
The link right here. Let me put it on the screen again, just in case.
Yeah, somebody send me a message that the comments are off, Mr. O. So if you can bring the comments back, it looks like the comments are off, so that you can post the link there.
Yeah, the link is there. I just showed it.
But the comments, no. Somebody said the comments are off. Is it showing now?
No, the comments are showing. It's just that I'm not. So for instance, if I change it, it will show different one will show on the screen. Yeah.
All right. Bright Nutako says V-Mate. Yeah, Bright. Bright Nutako, V-Mate, brother, greetings, bro. Yeah, Charlie, greetings to any Vanda who is watching. Charlie, all day, yeah, Jimmy.com. You know, yeah. Big ups to you, V-Mate, Bright Nutako. All right. Please click on the link and join. Ask your questions. Now, if you don't want to appear in video, you can turn off your camera and join by audio. This is your time to ask us all the questions you have. Immigration, Canada, US. The guys when they're here, they'll be US guy. Me too, I will cover the Canada one. Ask the questions. Join live if you can. Join live by clicking on the link to join. All right? Yeah.
Okay. So let me put the link again. The one shared from the beginning, just in case somebody wants to join.
Okay. Yeah. So let's take a look at this one. So 3 Ontario businesses fined for illegally employing hundreds of foreign workers, the police say. Let's go into the details now. If you can just scroll for us to see the details. All right. I'm not sure if the font is big enough for people to see. I hope you are able to see that. Ni Ayi, aka Race of Love. Ni Ayi, the photographer and the content creator from Choco. Big ups to you. You're watching. Big ups to you. So let's read the story. The Ontario businesses, 3 Ontario businesses have pled guilty and been fined after a federal investigation into unauthorized employment uncovered more than 700 illegal foreign nationals In news release issued Friday, the Canada Border Services Agency, which is CBSA, confirmed that CDA Landscape, that's the name of the company, CDA Landscape Services, which is based in Ajas, Ontario. It is based in Ajas, Ontario, was fined $400,000 after pleading guilty to 20 counts of employing foreign nationals without authorization. The other businesses, TDA Landscape Services and SDA Services, pleaded guilty to 2 counts of each and were both fined $25,000. You can go down further so that we can take it. Officials say the case began back in 2019 when the OPP arrested a foreign national for impaired driving. Investigators said they uncovered a network of unauthorized workers spanning across Ontario and the Greater Toronto area. During the investigation, more than 700 foreign nationals were identified throughout Ontario who had been employed by the organization without authorization to work in Canada. Officials wrote in a statement. Now, let's go on. The CBSA said that several of the workers identified through investigation have since been removed from Canada after they were deemed inadmissible due to criminality. The CBSA says that it has removed 16,470 foreign nationals for immigration violations since last year. The charges and the sentence reflect a thorough investigation and our commitment to maintaining the integrity of Canada's immigration system. Aaron McCrory, Vice President of the CBSA Intelligence and Enforcement Branch, said in a news release. CBSA officers and investigators work diligently, blah, blah, blah. So basically, the summary of this whole thing is say somebody was caught for impaired driving. Impaired driving, it could be you're drunk driving or you're under the influence of drugs or something like that. The person was driving and was caught. So driving related offense, right, leads to the officer discovering more and more things. As to what and what they found, we don't know yet. But it could mean that they found stuff that Charlie. No, this place is not like probably the USA where an officer will stop you, and even if your immigration status is shaky, cry, he will tell you it's not his business, right? He will do his thing and then just leave you to be. You understand? But here, the officer is able to, investigate and find actually the guys if they work without authorization, right? And then further investigation, they are able to connect and find about 700 people across Ontario who are all working for these 3 companies without work permit or authorization, right? And you may ask the question, but recently, you guys where you say Canada is legalizing or creating a pathway for illegals here. Yes, that was in construction, but these guys are working in landscaping, right? Landscaping and other industries. So unfortunately, should I say unfortunately? So that's the development that they have been removed. They have been removed from Canada. Yes.
I mean, they keep saying, in America, the police is like they have different sectors for everyone. So the police will arrest you. He will give you your ticket. He will give you whatever to deal with. But at the end of the day, he will, unless he's working with maybe a stink team or something like that, he doesn't ask of your information thing unless there is something on you already in the system. that is the only. They will not really talk about your immigration. They say, okay, go ahead, because they know USIS have to deal with you or ICE will have to deal with you or whatever. So that is that is the difference here. So I think somebody is asking that.
Let me do a follow up to the story about the revoking of
the OPT,
the student visas, right? So right now, the Trump administration is revoking visas and terminating the service records of some international students in the US. So once a visa is revoked, ICE would be able to initiate removal proceedings under INA 23, blah, 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 present in violation of law, and could also allege, among other grounds, that the individual is deportable under section blah blah blah, an alien whose presence or activities in the United States, the Secretary of the States has reasonable grounds to believe would have potentially serious adverse foreign policy consequences for the United States is deportable.
Hmm.
So if you are doing anything that will bring the two countries from wherever you are from, as in international relations, whether it could mar the relationship, if your activity, if investigated, you'll be removed, you'll be deported. So additionally, it says that 60 US universities are being investigated for possible anti-Semitic discrimination and harassment. So about 60 US universities are being are under investigation. The Office of the Civil Rights has sent letters to these schools warning them they could face action if they fail to protect Jewish students as required by law. So
Okay.
that is
So
the
this has dimensions to the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. International students just keep yourself updated, because I don't think
so that you will not go and mess with them and then you'll be caught up.
Just be careful. Know that there are consequences.
Just be careful. So that
maybe a year or two ago nothing was done about it, but right now these guys are cracking down on people. So I don't think when Nkrumah was studying in the US, he was doing demonstrations. He may have joined the Marcus Garvey circle, but I don't think he was doing protests and stuff like
that.
I'm sorry?
I said, he no go show him face. If he wants to join Ukraine, he no go show him face.
So just be careful with all of that. Mr. O.
Yes, sir.
If there are people joining, if people have questions too, you can add them.
Okay.
Join. Remember, you can click on the link in the comment section. I believe you have seen the link, right?
Yes, I've actually showed it several times. I'm still putting it in the link in the comment section. So just in case you want to join, you can click on this link, and it should bring you straight in.
Ask the questions. Remember, we are not immigration experts. We're just sharing.
We are just sharing news.
Also fine. There is a question from Kutrikum Where GH.
Okay.
If you can check that. So, Mr. O, as of now, I have not received any information or feedback from EPI. What actually is going on now, please? Are you familiar with EPI? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is the agency I came with in 2018.
Okay.
So with what is happening now in the US, I've shared few on my page, but as time goes on, I'll be sharing more. I think the agencies, everyone is in panic. Most of these agencies have signed MOUs with the school districts to bring teachers. Now, as most of them, their funding are being cut off from the federal government. Federal does not fund education in the state or in the district, but they just support. So if those funds are taken off, there's a lot that will happen, because there's a lot of moving parts that come together for us to also come and enjoy these programs. So a lot of the school districts are kind of like, let's wait and see how things will go, that kind of thing. They want to put their leg inside, they don't want to put their leg inside. So now the agencies also have to put a hold on a lot of teachers. A lot of teachers, and I know math teachers, science teachers, they're like, everybody freeze. Let's wait and see.
So in short, everybody is in panic mode now. They don't know what, because education has been removed from the federal level to states.
So now they have to use their IGF, internally generated funds, their taxes, to fund certain programs. And when these programs are not there, then I don't need. In fact, even currently, I was looking for the story to share in one of the districts here. They've closed down about 4 high schools In fact, they've totally closed it down because they've shared the students onto the other high schools because they feel it's
Four
waste of
high
money.
schools be closed and they've shared the students to other high schools.
They think it's waste of money to keep them running because there's a high school here, there's a high school there. You know, the proximities to some of these. So a lot is happening. And if that happens, teachers are going to lose their job. I mean, students are going to ride longer to school. There's a lot going to happen, you know. So everyone is just waiting to see. So I just told the teachers that relax, take your time, and let's see how things go. And some of the districts are bold, especially the ones who have money. They are bold. They are employing. I know teachers who have gotten their offers this week. Some got it last week. They are employing, but others too are kind of just holding on to see how things go. So I will encourage all of them to be patient and just keep updating themselves with the happenings in the US and with their agencies. That way, able to get an update on what to do. And
and I think this is not even to the teachers alone. I think this is also has impacted students who come in as researchers, like let me see, like especially the PhD students. You know, for PhD, like if you don't have funding, you cannot do a PhD. So since the government has cut down the funds, like from the federal this thing, now some of the schools are also revoking the admissions of students they have given like offers to, because now
there is no money.
Yes, I mean, so there is a lot of a lot of things are happening.
I mean, a lot of USAID then scrap out.
So I heard that like, a whole USAID office is shut down in Ghana. I mean,
surprisingly, it's surprising to know that the USAID helps funds a lot of even indigenous American farmers more than even the So those farmers are also crying now because they are not getting the money from the USAID to support their projects. So there's a lot moving on. So I want to be patient and let's do it.
I think it's early days yet for this administration. I mean, it's too young. So I mean, let's give it time. Maybe in a year or two, maybe a lot could change. So we don't know that.
Okay, there's a question on the screen, Nicholas Athe. Choco, are there any teacher opportunities in Canada as in USA? The answer is yes. Yes. Probably the process for US is a bit easier compared to Canada. In Canada, you need to, first of all, have a license, like a degree in education. You also need to have a background in education experience as well. You need to have your credentials evaluated. I did a video on this probably about a month ago.
Yes.
You need to have your credentials evaluated by the appropriate, the provinces that you want to do your teaching. And if they approve you and say that you're all good and you are able to get a license for that province, then you can go ahead now and then apply for a job and then use that to apply for a visa to come in. So the answer is yes, there are teaching opportunities here, but it's a process. You need to go through the process. If you just come now and say you go teach, they work like that for Canada, unfortunately, right? Yeah. So Nicholas Ate, hopefully that answers your questions. I think I've even interviewed somebody who came to Canada as a teacher. There are a couple of people who have come here that way, so you can do it. The question would be whether you are patient enough to go through the process. It's a process of evaluation and checking your transcript and what you study or what you teach to see whether it's up to the Canadian standard. And then those evaluation after that, if you have to now apply for your license, right? If they approve you, and then after the license, you apply for a job. And then when you get a job, you can now apply for the visa to come in as a teacher, right? So it's quite a process. The US is probably much easier to get in as a teacher. Even the UK, I think the UK's process, sometime back, they were recruiting teachers as well. It was probably much easier compared to Canada's own.
I think so. And I think Faundi was saying that Canada also needs teachers. But
teachers, yeah.
In Canada, because I have a friend now who is teaching in Saskatchewan. So
Mm-hmm.
even when the recent video on the Saskatchewan policy change, I said, look, you be doing this thing because the possibilities of you getting stuck in that code for a long time is high. So I forwarded the link to him.
There's a lot of inconsistency in our immigration right now. On one hand, we need people in this area. On the other hand, we also don't want people to come in, right? So look at it. We have a massive shortage of early childhood educators here in Canada. Early kindergarten, we have a massive shortage. So the ideal thing is empower people to go into that field. Now, the people could be people already in Canada with a valid work permit, and they maybe have done a studies or a diploma as early childhood educators or what have you. The other side is that there are people who are also internationally trained and may not be here. They are in Philippines, they are from Africa, different places, and want to come in. The question is whether the process will be easy for them to come in, settle in quickly, transition, and then teach. That's what the difficulty has been.
Wow.
Yeah. The process, the bureaucracy is where the problem is.
Yeah. To add to what you are saying, even in my district in the DC, recently I was sharing it. They are looking for a lot of special education teachers. And not all the vacancies.
I think that area needs a lot teachers. Those kids with special needs. They are in high demand.
Very, very high demand. If I show you that have been declared, they send it to us by PDF. Special education is like almost everywhere. In fact, when I came to my school, there were one special education teacher was serving 2 schools because there was none in the other school. So I tell people, look, and even this Nigerian teacher who lost his life, tragically, was a special education. In fact, the school district made him to take a master's course in special education so that they could employ him on the H-1B. So while waiting, he had that, and then they gave him the thing, and boom, he couldn't even enjoy the money and this.
Talking about that Nigerian who was made or was given the resources to do a master's so they can come and teach. Remember we talk about OPT and the potential for it to be touched if the bill goes through, right? The bill by the gentleman, the politician from Arizona. And then you wanted to talk about maybe a possible way, because Charlie, when things are going against you, immigration, you have to always pivot. You always have to pivot and then do something, right? So if they are going to scrap it, the question is, what is your next option? Somebody they go marry. Say you find somebody for US, you marry. Somebody too in the you go get a license or go get another certification that can make him eligible for another visa, right? So I think that is what you wanted to talk about, that maybe they can look into what, teaching? Is that what you wanted to talk about?
Exactly what I wanted to talk about. That if you're a student,
that's true.
One of the easiest ways is take your praxis, do your licensure exams, and apply to the school district. In fact, you're already here, so it will be easier for you whilst you are in your status. Make sure you are not out of status before. It will be difficult to reach you if you are out of status. But if you still in your status, you can easily get a school because your area is in need, especially if you are a STEM teacher or you are a special education teacher. You can easily get a school to sponsor your visa for you.
Okay, so I'm not a US person, but let me just explain what I think I understand him saying. So there is a bill right now that has been laid in Congress to cut or stop student graduates from getting OPT. Now nobody knows whether this bill will make it and become, because it was attempted in 2019, but it was unsuccessful. We don't know whether this time it will pass, right? There is a likelihood it may not pass. So students will graduate and get their OPTs of 1 year or 3 years, right? Optimum practical training, basically like a postgraduate work permit in the US, right? But he's saying, Mr. O is saying that he's suggesting, okay? Remember to speak to a lawyer. If you have doubt of anything or something, go and talk to an expert immigration person, right? He's saying that, if you say your status be shaky where you know the figure your this thing or they touch the thing, you can quickly get your license as a teacher. Yes. And you write an exam. What is it called? Licensure,
Licensure exam, practice.
Exam, right? You can write it. You're already in the US anyways. You have status at that time. And if you write it, because you're already in the US, most of the schools will likely hire you instead of now giving the job, teaching job to somebody outside of the US, for him to now go for a US visa interview or appointment before coming to the US, right? So that's an area you could look at to see if it could work for you in the future in case you have an unlikely or a shaky immigration status. Yeah. All right. So we don't have anybody joining. Charlie, nobody they want to ask question. Oh.
They are sleeping.
Guys, if you want to join live, remember you can click on the link to join our stream. You can join live on video. You can join and ask questions. From Wendy Hotspots, Canada is looking for teachers. Yes, Canada they say teachers, but they don't be consistent. They want the thing, but they won't give. Do you remember some time back? There was an advert they did on YouTube everywhere, Charlie, everywhere. It was everywhere. Oh, Canada is it has a shortage of military personnel. You know, we don't have a lot of people in the army. We need people. And they even dropped the requirement, guys. They dropped the requirement from citizenship, Canadian citizenship to PR. Before, for you to enter Canada Army, you for be citizen. So they dropped the requirement from citizenship to permanent residency. Okay. Big deal, right? So a lot of people can apply. They say they have a massive shortage, 5,000 or so. So they need it. People apply. Me, I know people who apply though. Yeah. They don't take them. They don't take them. That's why I say Canada, they pay lip service to some things. You understand what I mean? They go make plenty noise. Say as if it's just for showing. But in reality, when people apply, you are not even giving them the thing. So what's the distance? And you come back and say you have a shortage. You understand? So you say we need more teachers as early childhood educators. Now the question is, how are you making it easy or empowering people to that? That's another thing. All right. Yeah, Famundi also, thank you for bringing that comment in there.
Somebody said they asked a question earlier. I don't know. Oh, Livingston, is it this question you are talking about? If this is your question, there is a video on Facebook, on my YouTube, which you can easily use. I
think that somebody is asking, please, what are some of the documents needed for applying a student visa to US?
Yes, that's what I was saying, that there's a video, extensive video.
So, I mean, let me make it brief for him. So
I just start on that. Whoever has a question, have your pen ready.
So, so the most important document you need is your I-20, which is the most important thing. So after you've gotten the admission and you've sent your financials to them, then they will send you the I-20, which is the most important thing. So apart from your apart from the I-20,
what is I-20 for those who don't know?
So the I-20 is the legal document that that you use to go to the embassy with your passport to get your visa. Okay. So on it, it has all your information, the course that you are coming to do, your expenses and everything. Even if you have funding, it is even on there. It's stated the number of years for your program and everything will be on there. So that is the most important document. And then,
boss. So the I-20 we talk for Canada here. No, if you're also looking to come to Canada, the version of the I-20 is your letter of acceptance.
Yes, exactly.
Both your student information form and your program information form.
Yeah.
Right? The program information form gives information about the program, the duration, the name of the school, the institution number of school or designated institution number, and what have you. Then the student information form will have information about you, your first name, your last name, your date of birth, your address, your email, your phone number, all that thing. It will state on it. Yeah. Is there scholarship or there's no scholarship? How much scholarship are you giving? How much is it? Is it a full-time studies or is part-time? The letter of acceptance will capture all of that. Remember, there is a difference between letter of acceptance and conditional offer. A conditional offer, the school is telling you, we want to give or we are giving you admission. However, you for do one or two things, maybe pay this amount first, and then we'll release the final admission letter to you. Or provide some documents and we'll give you the conditional offer is not what you use to apply for visa. If you use it, most visa officers will refuse you. What you use is what we call the letter of acceptance, similar to the I-20. So,
sure.
Go carry on.
So then, after you've received your I-20, there is a number on it that is your service number.
Okay.
So you need to also pay your service fee, which is $360. I don't know if it has been increased to $385 or so, but
no, it's 350. I paid.
Okay, all right, yeah. So with that, when you pay it, you attach the receipt to your I-20 together with your passport.
Okay.
Then you take your bank statement, the same bank statement that you submitted to the school. Don't go and give the school a different bank statement and take a different bank statement to the embassy. It should be the same thing, or from the same person, or from the same company if your company is the one that is sponsoring you. Then any other document that you feel will help your story. Because for me, I always tell people that if you are going for a US interview, have a story. So if you have a story, make sure you have everything that will back your story. Whether you if you are married, you have your what do you call it? You have your marriage certificate at hand and everything, because that will even serve as proof of ties. If they ask you, you can show to the view that you have your marriage certificate and everything. So these are the most important documents that you need to apply for a US student visa. Unlike Canada, where Charlie, before have bunch of what do you call it, documents to be able to convince the visa officer. Yeah, so these are the most. So your I-20, your passport, your admission letter, your bank statement, and any other document that you deem will help your visa approval. So yeah, that is just it.
All right, so Livingston, I think your question was answered. So if you need more, please reach out to Apostle and he will definitely guide you. But it's not for free. And those of you who are students, please go to this wonderful lady's page, Madam Vivian Truesdale. She and the husband, they are helping a lot of.
They say that they are sleeping. Tomorrow they will come and be asking plenty questions without even replaying the video.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. True, Madam Vivian Tuesday's comment shows that she's a content creator. The structure of a content creator. Right now, nobody get time to watch long videos. So
I didn't know how people already.
So if and you are confused, please. If Choco is not replying, if Peter is not replying, if Freddy is not replying, please, you reach out to her. She'll reply. But it's not free. She doesn't do for free. So, if you are looking for free, this thing you will not get. But all this is they discriminate when choosing these applications for specific professions. I see.
Yeah.
Well, they are protecting jobs. They are. I think. Choco, what is happening with the tariffs? What is Kanye doing regarding tariffs and?
Yeah, I personally think Kanye needs a tariff war to go on for him to be more popular in the election. Really? Yeah, I mean, he was brought in to kind of be like a stronger version of a Liberal Party, like a masculine kind of leader to stand up to Trump, right?
Okay.
So he needs a tariff war going on so that he can, probably stand up and say, Charlie, he's putting, 25%, which will put 25% on you. Basically, that's what he did yesterday, right? He's also announced 25% on American. Yeah. So I think for him, the tariff war sustains his popularity, right? And remember, Donald Trump said he's more comfortable working with Kanye than the opposition leader. And a lot of people are reading meaning because it means Trump can easily bully. He can easily bully Kanye. That's why he said he prefers him, right? And all of a sudden they say he's up in the polls, which I don't believe. I don't believe he's up in the polls. I don't believe at all. I believe they've rigged the polls to make him look better. You understand what I mean? Like,
Hey,
and
they
it's,
do Canada too.
I'm sorry?
They do that in Canada too.
Oh yeah, our media here is all left liberal, like radical left. Like the media is all we don't have a neutral media here in Canada. Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah, our media here. So the information we consume here is all like propaganda, brainwash information. Basically, that's what it is. Yeah.
People were asking why are there's this document. I don't know if I could share it briefly for all of you to look at, and on the tariff thing. In fact, I was surprised to see some countries' name on that list. But
that is everybody they top.
But upon looking at it carefully, I realized that a lot of things make sense now, because I was surprised to see Lesotho actually on that list, because I'm like, what is Lesotho doing on this list? But if you look at this list on the first page, they are the number one.
If I zoom small,
okay, let me change
the font size now.
Yeah, let me change the font
After
size.
getting it ready, let me tell people, Charlie, 2 years ago, I do video where I talk say, if you did Canada, look sharp and apply for US visitor visa. Because stormy days are ahead. Anything will happen. If you did US to look sharp and secure Canada visitors visa. Right now, we talk, you did US way, you apply for, I don't know if you can see the screen, but let me just try and get it closer a bit.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me pull it.
Okay, so guys, probably I should send this to Mr. O. Let me send it to you right away. The processing time right now for visitor visa, if you're applying from the US, is 16 days. 16 days, 16. Yeah, 16 days. Visitor visa.
Because my friends, I think not long ago they did it, and I think within just few days they got approval.
Some people said they get approval within 2-3 days, right?
Oh yeah, sharp cry.
So I personally, I talk say this thing is saved two people. One woman with the US where he violate the conditions of a visa for them. When they want to remove them, you look sharp. Use the Canada visa ahead. We take cross. You understand? So stormy days they ahead. You never know. You did Canada. Anything happen.
But when are they reducing the length of the?
Oh, the length needed they do on country by country. If they watch the country, they see say majority of the people they want jackpot, then they increase the processing time. So, like for example, Ghana like this, if they watch them, how many people in Ghana would like to get a visa to Canada or USA?
No. I am referring to the when you get, they normally give up to the when your passport
validity, right?
And then I heard they are trying to reduce.
So they've changed it. So it used to be post-COVID, they were issuing the visitor visas to the expiry date of somebody's passport, your passport.
Yes,
So if you had a 10-year passport expiry date, they'll give you 10 years visa. If you have 8 years, they'll give you. But right now, when they see plenty of people come, they don't go back.
Yeah.
Plenty of people can draw. You see,
right now, like how many years are they giving?
So right now, they give them according to the size of your trousers. They will look you first. They will look at so many factors. The purpose of your coming. You understand? They might look at Charlie. This one they will look at so many things. You yourself, they will look at your risk profile to see whether you are from a country that has a high visa violation rate, overstaying rate. I think the US also started doing that. Ghana, for example, they restricted the B1, B2s based on the number of people who came previously and didn't go back. You see? So now they make it difficult for people to even get appointment dates and stuff like that. So good. Yeah. So basically the same thing. Right now, it's not going to be easy to get 10 years and say you are just coming. You go apply where they will give you just 1 month. You go apply because maybe Schengen. You see the way they do one for Schengen.
Anyway, but my friends with them, they apply, I think a month ago. They all had it up to when they are.
So it means most likely they
Because
view
the
them
US
as low risk.
Low risk,
Okay.
yes.
Low risk.
Oh,
Low risk because it's only US. You already
because they
US.
say US. I
But
got
see,
you.
that
I got
same
you.
person they apply from Ghana. Maybe they will give her maybe 6 months
Hey,
or 1 year.
6 months,
Because
2
your
days.
Aha. Okay, I
address,
think I'm make a last question, right? You dey US right now, but you get visa for Canada, no be so.
Yeah.
Now,
I
both
get
of
that.
you, I sure say you get visa for Canada, no be so.
yes.
Now,
Yeah.
as you get time, you enter Canada or you no come yet.
You
No
know,
I don't
come,
come
low risk. But these same people, no, we dey Ghana where we no get visa, you give me, and the next 2 days now we enter. So it be according to the risk level. You see,
level.
the countries where they pose the more problem in terms of immigration violation, it be them with they tighten things. So countries like India, countries like Pakistan, countries like Ghana, Nigeria, Uganda, rest assured say if you are applying from the Middle East or Ghana or Nigeria, where they hold a passport from those places, the likely, especially if you don't get travel history, you are not well established economically or financially in your home country, you don't have like strong ties, you know, what do they call strong ties to your home country now? The chance that they will give you a reduced validity period is more. But somebody could also be from Ghana. They've been traveling to Europe. They've been traveling. Charlie, they go back by, they get businesses. Those people, they can say, okay, these people will watch themselves. Asylum, no, they feed them. They don't chop asylum. You see what I mean? But if they watch plenty people where they say, Charlie, nothing they go on, no job, not much. You understand? Economically, they are not well established. They are single. They are not married. It means they didn't come and the intention to even go back to it be low, right? Or that person is currently in another country where his status is shaky. Maybe you are from Ghana, but then you are working in the Middle East or in the Gulf countries, and your visa situation there be shaky. Maybe you went there initially on a 1 year work permit, right? And then right now you've been there for 5 years. It means that this person will give a chance. I come, I don't go. Because it take 1 year go Middle East, when you 5 years for there, you see what that they do. So they look at so many factors. They actually look at so many factors.
Exactly. Yeah. I always encourage people that when your address changes, when you change from 124 Kotom Street, they look at you differently. But when you have PO box in Soweto, they don't even look at
I tell you, yeah. Charlie, most of us, we did Ghana where we apply for US visa, they will refuse it. But the first thing we did Canada right now, we apply for the same US visa. Oh, then they check your documents and say, approve. Location matters.
You know my story. When I applied for Canada visa, the boss visa for Ghana. But when I came here,
as you change your GPS now, they take you.
I'm telling you, it be true. I mean, you know the story already.
Oh, you have your own. You chop.
I chop. I can't hear no. I come here within 4 months. I apply no.
But they give you.
You know why? So I'm like, you people, like, am I not the same person?
Yeah.
I apply. Or what?
So you see how they review up. They say, but you date China, you from Ghana, you go China. So if you don't want to go back to Ghana, make we allow you to come Canada. That was why they were refusing, right? Where the refusing wait, Charlie, finally US check your profile with US. Okay, Charlie is good enough to enter USA. So Canada they see and say, I talk my opinion, okay. Canada they see and say, but this I date the guy where they see and say if he maybe high risk. Where you no give a chance. If US allow him, I mean say US he doing background well. If US allow them the correct guy, make it well. That be the thing there. You see,
yeah. Somebody is asking this question, and I always tell people that I say I came to the US on a J1 exchange program, but I've done my credential evaluation. Is there any chance of me after the program I need to go back? Are you a teacher or you are a student? The J1 actually is dual purpose. They can give it to teachers, they give it to students as well. So I need to know whether you are a teacher or you are a student. If you're a teacher, there are ways that you can transition, and if you're a student too, I think there are ways you can transition. So we need to know the difference. All right.
So Richard, you may have to come back and clarify your question. Yeah. And remember, you can join this broadcast live. All you have to do is to click on the link, and you'll be allowed in to come and vibe with us here. All right. If you don't want to even show your face, you can turn off your camera and join. Okay.
This is the link to join.
The link is right there in the comment section. Check it out. Click on it and join if you can. All right.
That was a question I wanted to highlight. If Apostle can talk about it. He was asking, yes, this question. He said, can you change your B1B2 visa to J1?
With this, I don't know, but I know that so if you are on B1, that is the tourism visa or the visitors visa. With that one, I don't know, but if you are on F2, right? If you are on a dependent visa, you can change to
any other.
So sometime back, I read that you can actually change your B1, B2 visa to a work visa. You can do that, but all you need to have a secure job first in the US.
Yes, and you know those things. Sometimes the guarantee is very minimal because sometimes they will require you to go back home and apply from home.
Yeah.
Right. Or from a nearby consular office or whatever it is. But honestly, I don't have full information on this, so I don't want to say anything that somebody might go and
okay. So let me. I just Google. I have the answer here. So let me just. Even AI is even confirming that. So let's see. Yes, it's possible. It is possible to change from a B1 to visitor visa to a work visa in the US, but it's quite a process. So here are the first of all requirements. You must have been lawfully admitted into the US on a B1 B2, meaning you came in the US legally on a B1 B2. Your B1 B2 at the time you want to change it must still be valid. You should not have also engaged on anything that violates the conditions of your B1 B2 visa, meaning you should be in good immigration standing at the time. All right. You need to apply for a work visa before your current B1 B2. So the work visa should have also been applied for at the time that your B1 B2 is still valid. All right. What's the process? First, apply for the work visa. You will need to apply for the appropriate work visa, an example, an H1B, and have your employer file the necessary paperwork with USCIS. Change your status. You can apply for a change of status to a work visa while in the US, but it's quite a process. All right. So basically here, have a valid immigration status. Don't violate the conditions of your current B1 B2. Get an employer who is willing to offer you a job, and then that employer can file for you, and then you change your status. Yeah. In Canada right now, that process has been made almost difficult to change from a visitor visa to a work visa. You have to apply from outside of Canada.
Oh wow! Yeah. So now you cannot do it as you.
Yeah, they used to allow that, but right now they've eliminated the policy that was allowing people to change from a visitor visa to a work visa has been cancelled. So you need to apply from outside of Canada. Meaning you must exit, you must leave and then go and apply. Yeah.
That is amazing. That's amazing. Abena says, Charlie, the thing it be like it they change more, it make more difficult day by day. When they took you apply, do your credential evaluation 2 years ago, you were doing Shakara when Choco was doing video, and I remember those days. You see, I be like you watch me like this. I say go do it. You don't go do it.
Yeah, immigration is so much like right now the way they change. Me, I don't know if you keep up. Like it's plenty changes. Wow, it's overwhelming.
Every day there are new policies coming up.
Yeah, from the time you get your admission as an international student, before you go gather your bank statement, the policy change. Before you go apply for the visa, they change the policy again. Before you go even go do your medicals too. Then even if you get a visa, by the time you go buy the plane ticket self, they change them again. Then even if you stay inside the plane, they come Canada within that 16 hours before you go land, no, they say then change them again. So that be how when immigration right now, it make bipolar. You see,
I know, make like a million. They change.
It makes bipolar. They change in this mood rough. Yeah, unfortunately, it's all politics, right? So, yeah,
doors are not closed. I mean, as No More Wars will always say, the back door is also a door, but you just make sure that you use it legally. Don't jump through the window. Just make sure it is legal. That's it. Let somebody open that back door for you, or you open it gently and enter. You have a key, but if you don't have a key and you enter, it means you are illegal. They will send you back home.
Yeah.
Okay,
plenty countries there too where we go feel look at. If you like say everybody they look at Canada, US, UK, Canada, US, but plenty countries they Latvia they people they go Latvia. You go get papers for people they go People they go this small country where it's close to Germany. People they go
Them no go those
right?
places though.
The people they go Romania. People they go Romania.
But people don't go there. Oh.
Luxembourg, right?
Yankee now. The people can't taste Yankee.
But all be some because sometimes
But
somebody
pass somewhere, go somewhere, then can't reach your destination.
You like this, no? See how your journey make. You from Ghana to China, you go to China, you go speak
but people don't understand that it's a journey, it's a process.
The time
you know where you are going.
The time you go US, China, and I be like saying I no get gray hair. But
No, Charlie. Right now, get gray hair, Charlie. Right now, get gray hair. Serious.
I mean, your journey from Ghana to China to US, by the time you finish your gray hair step
I'm telling you, Charlie. I'm telling you, cry.
Some time ago, I think Just Ask Nancy shared this thing on her page that Botswana. It's Botswana. If you have a Botswana, if you are a Botswana citizen or passport, you can go to UK free, visa free.
Yeah, it'll be true.
And I was like, so what are people? How are people waiting for? Go there, go do some.
Go there, go get woman, marry, and then Charlie, it be strategy. It be strategy where you for okay, Charlie, make I go there, make I get woman. If I marry,
you say some Africans have they buy passport for this small islands where they. US in territories, British Virgin Island and things.
Yeah.
For there because those places, if you get money, have you right now? Trump introduced the gold card, right? They say first day where they introduced the launch. 1,000 people where they buy them.
Oh wow!
1,000 people bought the gold card.
People get money. People get money.
That gold card, no, you see the price. It be $1 million or $5 million.
Oh, $5 million.
Where 1,000 people buy them on the first day.
That is a whole lot of.
That's $50 million. Hey, no, that's about.
No, maybe 5 billion or so. It'll be so. 1,000 people buy them on the first day. But if you don't get that money, actually, sometimes you go another country, go look shy. Latvia Day, Finland.
Go get the money from there and then come.
Czech Republic Day.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Somebody says, can a student in Canada apply for the teaching job in the USA when they have beard from Ghana and 5 years teaching experience from Ghana? Wow, this is a complex.
I think you can do it too, so long as your employer in the US is willing to hire you.
Yeah, I think. Right? Yeah, I think that.
Yeah, right? If the employer, you find an employer through maybe an agency, and they can hire you, you can apply. It's just like applying for a normal US visa whilst you're in Canada.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. Yeah.
It's like somebody asking the question: can a student in Canada apply for a US visitor visa? The answer is yes. There's no restriction. Right? So can a student also apply for a work visa? Yes, you can. Charlie, recently I talked to a lady. I won't mention the lady's name. She went to study in the US college, finished and did masters, was hoping to get papers for US, Charlie, but the thing they click. He tried the thing out, the thing they click. You see? What he did there, he say, but Canada self day. Why I not go try the Canada Express Entry PR? No. What he try with the thing click. He click no way, Charlie, can't land for here, can't get in PR. You see, so he still go USO, but he get in PR for here. So that option day, if you are in one country, you are not prevented from applying to the other country, so long as you meet the eligibility, right? Another thing you should also look at is at the time you are applying, what is your status in Canada? You are a student. Are you a student who is enrolled, a student in good immigration standing, or a student who has violated? Because some people they be student or they go to school, they're out of status. Exactly. So if you be out of status when you apply for US, there is a high chance that US might know that you are already violating your condition in.
Yeah, because they'll find out now.
They will. These two countries, they are like Siamese twins, right? Yeah. But if you are in a good standing, your immigration status is all sorted out here. You have not violated anything.
But
apply for jobs there if you want to.
How long does it take to do the that licensure exams if you are in the US?
Okay, currently it doesn't take long.
Okay.
So for instance, if let's say you want to get licensed in, let's say, special education or mathematics, you only have to apply to ets.org, take the licensure exam there. So for instance, every state has the particular exam they want, but majority of the states have the same thing. Like if it's math, they want the same thing. Apart from Georgia, who has their own state, and Texas, states also have their own exams that they can take. It's not part of the practice. Once you take the practice, within 2 weeks, the scores will come back. All you need to get is 159. The score of 159 out of 180.
Okay.
So get a 159, you are good. You just send it to the district. They will issue the teacher certificate to you, and that's it. And with that, you can use it to apply to the school district.
Okay.
So you can get one. You can get it from one state and do a reciprocity to another state. So, for instance, if I have a DC teaching license, and I can say, okay, I'm going to South Carolina, and South Carolina, knowing that I have a DC license already, we only have to do like porting, like they are porting your
yeah. Okay.
So this is for somebody who doesn't have a teacher's background but wants to go into the field, right? Or
No,
just
this is for somebody who, let's say, you want to get in the teaching. Now, if you don't have a teacher's background, the only thing is you have to take some preparation courses. They have some universities here who are doing preparatory courses, sometimes for a month or two, that will prepare you to become a teacher. In fact, actually, there are two exams: the content area and what we call the pedagogy. So it's all about the psychology of teaching, what the how to manage students and all that. That is the pedagogy. So the states require 2 exams, but they are more interested in the content first for everybody who has a teaching background. But if you don't have a teaching background, then you need to take a teacher preparatory course in order to be able to get employed.
Okay, Mr. O, let's for Juliet. Let's assume that Juliet is not a trained teacher from Ghana or another country. Once you take the BED licensure exam, then come to US, right? So she has to go through the preparatory course through a university or so, 1 or 2 months, and then after that, then she can go and take the license exam and write it. Now, to do that preparatory course, do you need a visa to write that exam, or you can be in Canada and still write it?
You can be in Canada. The preparatory course can be anywhere, so long as it's acceptable in the US.
Is it online?
It's less than 6 months.
Done online,
right?
It depends. It depends on the particular place that you want to take it. There are private institutions who do it, and they have universities who are who have linkages with some of the school districts to prepare students and teachers for their district. So if you are coming to North Carolina, I know there is an institution, about 2 or 3 of them, who do the preparatory courses. Some of them doesn't take long, maybe 3 months, some of them like 2 months, some of them 6 months, depending on your background, depending on how quick you can gather, understand the whole thing. Because this Juliana, I think she did BEd, which is Bachelor of Education. So she has a background. So she's already trained, having a trained education background. So it will be easier for him to just take the preparatory exam. But even if she has a little bit of experience, then she doesn't need to take any preparatory. In fact, the BEd alone can serve as a preparatory for her.
Okay, so for instance, for somebody who is a grad student and a teaching assistant, he does the teaching. He or she prepares her own lecture notes, her PPT and everything. Could that also account for as a preparatory something?
Nope, because
so that person will still have to go and learn.
Yeah. You need experience in the K-12 system.
Okay.
From kindergarten to high school, grade 12.
Okay.
So you need that. So you were a teaching assistant in the university. It doesn't count. So even if you are teaching in training college, you are teaching in college, it doesn't count towards the K-12 system. They will not even mind you.
Oh, okay. So because it's different, the levels are different.
Levels are different. The levels are different. So it should be, you still need to take that. So sometimes when we put in, it's because we went through agencies which vouch for us that our training and our educational background satisfy the US system. That is why we didn't have to do those preparatory exams or trainings. But if you are doing a direct application to the school districts, these are some of the stringent things we'll be looking at. Because Your salary is based on your experience and the kind of certificate you have.
Okay.
So these are very crucial. They will even give you a form to go and fill out and tell us your experience. They want to see where you have taught, how long you've been teaching, what kind of students you've been teaching. So if it falls outside the K-12, they'll tell you, we are sorry, your experience is not within K-12, so we cannot take you. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it makes it a lot easier. I have a student, there is this gentleman who was on my platform. He was supposed to come as a teacher. He didn't get through. He got a PhD in chemistry in Maryland University. He's currently here. He's being paid every month. He's getting some stipend every month, but he feels the professor is stressing them. So he wants to do it for 2 years, scale it down to a master's and just go and teach because he's got experience already. And I said, okay, if you want, don't even do the 2 years for the master's. Come straight because you already have a master's. You already have an MPhil already.
Do the preparatory something, and then
he doesn't even need it because he already has a background.
He's already, so he only have to write the praxis. I told him to register and write the praxis as his brain is still fresh. Write the praxis, pass it, and I'm sure even this school semester, this coming school season, he can get a school to teach because chemistry is hot. I mean,
I see.
Good. Somebody's asking, so I don't know if. Okay, so Amakon Hine. No, is that also Amakon? Please send me an email. I will speak with you guys one-on-one, then I'll understand your situation, okay? Because you are saying your colleague is also on a J1, but a student in the same school. It's a little bit, I don't know, I don't understand. It means
so you are a J1 who is in school?
Because his previous question means he's a teacher on a J1.
And he wants to, transition or something.
Yeah. Also, you probably should send an email to Mr. If you are not comfortable talking, I just send him an email. Yeah, Nana Nkratour Hine Sir Cass, if you can put that on the screen, has something.
Okay. Let me put it quickly before I put Nana Nkratour Hine. Kofi, this is one of the gentlemen. He's teaching French in Baltimore here. He said, Mr. Owen Choko, your interview with JCU 2020 landed me here from Ghana. He's one of the...
I can't see it. Can you put it on the screen so I can see it? I can't see the comment.
Oh, really?
Is that what? Kofi Chapo. He said, Mr. O and Choko, your interview with JCU in 2023 landed me here from GA to Saudi, then BAM. So here means what? US.
Yeah, US.
Oh, so that interview will bring you. Yeah. I need one more. I just need one bottle of palm wine from you. One bottle of palm wine. Bring me one bottle. Yeah, good to know that video made it for you. So from Ghana to where? Saudi.
Yep.
We go chop the Saudi money. From there where you watch the video ways, if I make the move. Right now you did. Okay, good for you. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations to you, Kofi Chapo. Then the next one is what?
Let me take this one quickly. Mr. O, can I apply for teaching license in the US whilst in Ghana? Yes, the answer is yes. Because this praxis exam can actually be taken from home, or you can take it from, there are centers in Accra that they offer these services. In fact, there was a teacher who came with the team, JCU team last year. She's teaching English in Baltimore here right now. She actually had to go and take the praxis because the school district wanted her to take the praxis and present the scores. In fact, this lady had to pay, went to Accra, took the praxis, and within 2 weeks, she passed the praxis and she sent the result before she was given the H-1B visa to come. So it is possible to do it, okay? And I think Choco was going to read this one. Choco, okay, you can take this one once I see. I think somebody is trying to join.
Okay, somebody's trying to join. How the person?
Yeah. This is at... Yes, sir.
Hey, oh, when an Nkratour Hine no?
There be when you Nkratour Hine. Where's the way different?
Because the person say I've been
Mr. O.
The person say I've been senior for EIU.
Mr. O.
Oh, Adams.
You want to say they see your son? I just keep quiet. I say I watch where I say at the time this be the right time. I send Senior Choco email by be like see.
Give me my email here.
My. So now I want to use No More Wars to connect to him to remind him of me.
That guy, the answer he calls or even text message, the answer.
So I beg.
It's all over the place. It's busy.
I beg, Mr. O. This one that they take the opportunity, they beg you. I beg. If I talk to me about if I talk to Senior Choco about me, say Charlie,
you don't have problem.
Are they grateful? Me, are they here because of him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Adams, why are they?
Are they New Brunswick right now?
Oh, okay. So we they here no Canada.
Are they here no?
Okay.
I say me now, are they gonna? I have 2 phones. One be Choco phone way, one be my personal phone. One they listening to you throughout.
I see.
So I listen to you. I do my application, everything on my own, and got admission. A lot of struggles. Mr. O knows about it, but at the time, I felt like you have given enough, and I didn't want to disturb you. Yeah. Free information, so I didn't want to come back. But if you remember, one time you were going on a dinner with No More War, and I had a challenge about my visa coming and my school refusing to that NBCC staff.
Yeah.
And you sent a quick audio. I have the audio. So I attached the audio to the email, but I think your email box is super loaded, so you couldn't see it. So I strategized, and the way I managed to get here is only by the grace of God.
Amen.
But I've been able to complete my my second year in the same school, and I think details of that will be given to you another time in an email, just for you to get the chronology of my appreciation and how I'm able to get here because of your guidance. At a point, Mr. O, I got to know Mr. O through your platform. When he commented about teaching in the US, he was also taking me through the process. I actually had 2 interviews, but one or two things happened and it didn't come on as expected. And the Canadian student visa came in, and I have to come here by the grace of God. So this is the best time to say thank you. I've been watching your videos. Even though I'm here, I understand a lot of things now, but I still want to get your opinion on everything. So I still listen to you every time. You might see my name, Adams Kwekwablo, on your, maybe it will ring a bell. And so I'm happy to talk to you. Even Mr. O go fit talk you everything. They are not fit talk everything for you. It not be easy, but God has been faithful, and we are just hoping that even with the storm that we are going through, things will get better. I also wanted to wait and be done with the programs, so that I didn't want to come across like
he's one of the people on my list, but all of them, all of them, they are hiding small. Today, you have to hold him so that we interview him. His story, he is one of the people. When we started this thing, I was with them before we even broke in Lamplight.
Oh, I see.
He did that on the spot. He was called. He said, "Are you ready for the interview?" He said, "Yes." In the classroom.
Wow.
Yes.
I doesn't be hustler. You study sow the seed, no be
now. But you know where you I meet you. Your first video, the first video where you go the pond where they talk about some lecture.
The word Dashiski. The word that.
Yeah.
That video, I want that video. That video.
That video where I just upon it. I just like the vibe about leadership and things.
They go check the apartment. That be the first video. I remember that video.
Where I follow you from that time where things unfold and things then.
At that time, I didn't even have a channel at that time. It was just
No. That video was just a raw footage of your passion about leadership, Africa, and you were talking about one professor and all those things. And yeah. So that's where I got. So I just got connected to the vibe, and I followed you at that time when you were not Choco at that time.
Yeah, that's true.
So I've followed you for a very long time. It's like I know you in person because of the way I have watched your videos and listened to you, and sometimes now I can predict your predictions when the news are coming.
I like that.
So I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for you and your family and the great things you are doing. Because of you, I am not the social media type, but because of what you've done, I have the burden on me to also try and help other people. So I start to do videos, but I don't have enough time. But the people that I'm able to guide, I do it passionately. People are like, let's give you money, let's do this. I said, no, I don't want even a dime. No, I don't want any money.
The people when they take chase you.
Yeah, they
they want to put it in your account.
Yeah, I just don't. I like to enjoy the raw relationship with people. Ask Mr. O. He begged me for my account number, won't give me money, but I don't give up.
It is so.
So, but because Charlie, the hustle there. So, but the epilepsy with the Canadian immigration system, it is very stressful, and
yeah, things have changed so much, eh?
A lot.
That's why I say, Rana, when immigration check like the bipolar,
I swear. So I'm very, very grateful talking to you today in person, though on the internet, but I'm using my senior linguist to connect you.
When we finish, you go link up. Yeah, I'll reach out to you.
I really appreciate it. God bless you. God bless you.
Have you? I imagine you know Nanaba for. Have you?
I know Nana.
I connect with Nanaba for. It's another amazing guy.
I've connected with him. I've connected with him long ago in Ghana on your platform.
Yes.
Before he left.
Long
ago, yeah. Long ago.
So you guys are all going to be blessing more people. You see?
Sure. At the right time, I will be putting in more effort to do that. I'm doing it gradually, but it's not easy. But
because you can't work, you got
as we speak, I'm just done with class around 8, and I'm still on campus doing some campus work. I'm not done yet. Yeah, and you have to.
That is the hassle.
Yeah. So
like the spirit.
Yeah. So you see, the time at the camp, man. Even the day for camp, for planner. That time I did listen. Wow. So even the airline, the for use where for pass. So I for camp like weekend.
You probably watched that video where they talk about stuff.
Because now the conditions, some things like so
you need to find time so that you do this properly. Because
right now, me, I suggest to make we allow and make it finish his studies.
Yeah.
But don't finish, you still be working in progress.
I'm a backbencher. I'm not the media type, but I just feel like I've sent like 2 emails. I just wanted to say, look, through your video, so and so, but I also understand that you have a lot going on, and so I'm like, no, I see this now. I watch the thing. I said, make I join this thing, then use my linguist. They say, Choco, today they are top class.
So you see, there's always saying that opportunity come but once. Now that you have the opportunity, just grab it because they are all here. An opportunity where I get where I take pass and where I take can catch up.
Even this Mr. Adetunde, it wasn't easy for him to get hold of me. It was difficult. But Charlie, I think we're doing a different program. Somewhere was doing a different program talking about fathers.
This guy, I for take this opportunity.
He joined live. He joined live, and when he joined, Charlie, we ended up just building a relationship. We are like big brother and junior brother. Now you understand. So
you can say you talk for that short audio. Say some lady become way then business say in money then his way come out in money then everything talk and say make it prepare, make it do this. I said the details where you go the thing inside there. So me that audio way come that 30-second audio, no, it be like 30-minute audio. It be packed for me.
You remember the length of the audio?
Oh, it be 30 seconds. But the very thing I was interested in listening to just came, and I'm someone when I get a little hint, I go on to find out and get to know everything about the hints. So yeah.
What a journey.
Woman,
no. Adam, so I like your vibe. We're gonna link up.
Sure. Actually, if you no be Trump anchor, me if I graduate, no, I did drive come there, Tom, but Sally.
Trump, because Trump, the first if
I know they go anywhere until my card is ready.
Yeah.
But we go meet, Charlie. We'll meet.
Yeah.
I think this guy operated in the, also we say the Chronos time, right? That's the timing. It was it just for him. And if you hear his story, you don't worry.
At the right time, we go share.
And you see, people are in there. We are calling people to come up. They are not coming up. This is an opportunity. Free opportunity, because if the day passes, there is no day again. I don't even know when again that the three of us will schedule again. I just come back from competition. My bro called me say, "Oh, Charlie, am I available to join?" I said, "Okay."
Yeah,
fine.
in fact, I did Tunde like they didn't even know we're going to do something like this. Me and Mr. O have been meaning to do something together like this. But we've all been busy, Charlie. Either he's available and now I'm busy, or Charlie. So today, how the whole thing happened? We were driving yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before?
You were driving.
So you want to tell them? Do you want to tell them that? Yeah. Yeah. Then
the wife is you are in Selassie service.
My wife. Yeah.
Do video. What is happening to me? You were supposed to teach him something. And Choco said, Choco called me. I was in class in the middle of the lesson. I just paused the audio and I talked to him quickly. I said, okay, we'll do it. Then he said, you know what? Design some flyer. Let's see what will happen. So we're supposed to do this Monday.
Yeah. We've been meaning to do this video for a long time, but we've not had a chance. So we're driving on the highway from St. Catharines coming to Welland, 3 days ago. And then my wife was like, when was the last time you talked to Mr. O? You and Mr. O were supposed to do a video some months back. How happened to that video? And I said, we've all been busy. We've not had a chance. So there and then, where I picked my phone. Whilst we're on the highway, where I call Mr. O, put them on speaker. I said, Mr. O, my wife will say, me that you get video before do, but I be like, say we never do the video. So what's up? I don't want to make we go live. Mr. O said, sure. I did school right now. I said, pick a day, Mr. O. I want to put you on the spot. Pick a day and let's go live. Charlie, being we make with day, not knowing Adams was also meant to.
Yeah. And guess what? Guess what?
You're watching us and you want to come up.
Yeah,
this is an opportunity for you.
Exactly.
Guess what?
You can join. Simple.
Guess what? When I came, I had a lot of credit transfer from my first degree, and because of that, in the 2 years it got permit. Within the 2 years, I will be doing 2 degrees within 2 years.
Wow.
So I'll be graduating with the first degree, and I've done already with the first degree, which is an associate, and I'll be done with the next degree by end of the year. So I'm graduating for the first one exactly a month today. Yeah.
Congratulations.
So when I say I am really appreciative of your input, I've been saying it in your comment, but you might not really get it. I say it's an understatement. You will not really understand. So
my joy is that, man, you finally got what you are still in progress, right?
But it's not been easy. It's been It's been tough. It's like, you know, and when I came in, the plans you have for your family and other thing, the next moment, every 3 weeks, there is a change. You start programming yourself along that line. The next 1 month, there is a change, and it really had a big drain on one's mental health and all that. But it is what it is.
Let me tell you, here in America or in the US, for we that we are from Africa, there's nothing like mental health. There's nothing like mental, because already the system in which we are coming from already.
Yeah,
we pass that mental health.
I swear.
Let me share this story with you. Let me share this story with you. So, recently, a student died right on campus due to sickness, and so we are the directors that are looking over them. Our bosses were checking in on us to see how is our mental health. I said, are you serious? Somebody died.
The resilience level is very high when you look
we
at
have a strong capacity.
Yes, and they don't know that Charlie, the way we are wired, the things
the system finished we already when we don't finish.
Yeah, but on a serious note, on a serious note,
survival. I'm telling you, that is what is making us and pushing us to survive.
Yeah.
Other than that, Charlie.
Yeah, but on a serious note, some of our colleagues are also having issues.
I mean, that's
it's
true.
becoming very alarming.
Yeah.
And so we should also at the same time take our mental health serious.
Yes, we should take our mental health serious. Yeah. Now, I think today is not saying we don't have mental health issues at all. I think he's saying that we are more.
I understand him.
Yeah, I think you've also said, but yeah, Adams is also saying that actually the reality is actually we already me I can Canada my first semester. I get depression. Big time depression.
It not be easy. You came from a place whereby Charlie, like the system is structured in such a way that each one for himself.
Yeah.
What for us all.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about you. Unlike back home, you know, you can just go out of your house and Charlie go greet your neighbor, sit with your neighbor and chat. Plus your neighbor
ask for thought.
Yeah, so if you so me, you know, at the time people say, hey, yeah, there's nobody will give you. If you want to enjoy, make a conscious effort to
enjoy
by yourself.
Yeah.
Plan that, okay, yes, I come for school, but at times, you know, make I go out, make I go enjoy. Other than that, no, master, them unko baby ada. You go deal.
Depression is seasonal depression here. Be real.
I'm telling you, you don't go anywhere. That
coupled with uncertain immigration pathways.
But you guys won't be serious. So I never see this kind of immigration changes. You be serious, papa.
It has some time where you talk say, hey, this time they no go predict anything, give anybody.
Me, I know they feel predict again, because right now the way like you are able to predict because you followed me. Most of the time, I feel see things that they talk them ahead of time where they happen. But right now the way they think me myself, I don't know what will come next.
Yeah.
I know they feel see because the changes are just overwhelming. I know they feel keep track self. Yeah.
So it will be like somebody to join you.
Yeah, I think Musa Hussein Banka has also joined.
Good evening, welcome.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Let me get my charger.
Yes.
Okay.
I am a teacher in Ghana. I've been teaching since 2018 in the senior high school.
Okay.
Originally, I wasn't a professional teacher.
Okay.
So I joined GES as a non-professional teacher. I teach economics. So later I went to do diploma in education. So I did Bachelor of Art in Economics.
Okay.
I used that one to join GES, and later I did the diploma in education. Through the diploma in education, I got my license as a teacher. So right now I want to find out from you people whether there's an opportunity for me to get a teaching job in the US, because based on the readings I've done, it appears the opportunities are mostly in the mathematics, the English language, the sciences. So I don't know whether I have a chance.
Okay. I can take currently, economics is not a required subject for K-12 students in the United States.
Okay.
So, and I think you know what K-12 is, from kindergarten all the way to high school grade 12, which is senior high school, the last one. Now, economics is not a required subject, so it is not really part of the curriculum. So, accounting, so is geography. These things are not standalone, like how we have it back home. You understand? So you may be like 1 out of 1,000 if you get it. So your chances are very slim. But as I always say, the economics, you can use the schooling route to come in easily. So Apostle can tell you, with economics, you can get scholarship. If only you really want to travel, you can use the schooling route to come in with economics. If something you may want to consider.
I would like to consider, but my GPA, I have a second class lower. So,
boss, USA, they will take you. Make no worry, USA, lower step you will get. I beg, talk with Adetunde.
Before do evaluation, before do West evaluation, that will shoot you up to maybe like second upper.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just do an West evaluation and use that to apply for school, and it will.
Musa,
yeah.
Musa, if you don't mind, is Adetunde,
Even
can you
have third class, use it. I
yeah,
mean,
there are people with
they
third class
do
people
the evaluation through West. They even come up to second
Mr.
upper.
Is it okay if Musa links up so that you can just put him through some few things if he needs help?
I mean, that's fine. I don't have any problem.
Musa, Musa, I don't know how we can probably link up with Mr. O. Mr. O, if you can share your public email that you use with Musa so that you can connect Musa and Ade together, I appreciate that, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So he probably will guide you which schools to even target and all of that. And if you can get a good bank statement, you probably can come in the US. And then when you're in the US, remember what he said a PhD student did, right? The person tried coming as a teacher, it didn't work. Came in as a PhD student. And as they do PhD right now, he decides then he go leave the program, then go do teaching rather. You see, so who knows? You might come in as a student, but then eventually still end up going into teaching. Yeah. One way or the other. Charlie, we just for explore. One don't know the opening for try the other. US they do shakara, Canada open door, take come. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I really appreciate it.
You're
welcome. So Musa, send an email to Mr. O. He will link you up with Adetunde. And then Adetunde, he is a student in US. He will be graduating next month, so he will put you through.
Okay.
All righty.
So how do I send the email to Mr. O?
Mr. O will be the one to connect you to Ade.
Yeah. My email is in the comments. If you go over
comment section, be like say you put them for there. Yeah, the email be mro.com@gmail.com. But if I make it not say the UN,
I'll do that. I will do that.
Yeah.
I will do that.
God bless you. Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to say?
I want to thank Mr. O. Chokomile. I think since I started teaching, I teach at Ningo Senior High School.
Okay.
So one of the teachers, he happened to be in Japan as of now, Mr. William. So we had a small parliament house. So we're talking, and that is when I got to know about you people. So I started following you. But sometimes it is the class that is not giving me
time,
the edge. I'm always discouraged by the class. So because of that,
no,
I don't.
Look, if you be Canada, where they won't take maybe third class come stay. Some schools, most of the schools. Here's the thing, guys. I want to be honest. This is not just me talking to Mr. Musa. Here is an undeniable truth coming from somebody who has lived in Canada. I'm a Canadian. Myself, I came here as a student. US has more than 1,000% more chances for you to thrive as a student than in Canada. The universities in just one state in US alone is more than that of the whole of Canada. You just go online and Google the number of universities in US. You'll be overwhelmed. You'll be overwhelmed. How many universities do we have in Canada? Just a few, right? So your ability to actually probably break into US is higher than here. Number two, we have personally seen people with second class lower, third class, who are able to get into US. And guess what? These people, we may think that, oh, they are failures, they didn't do well, but some of them go
even
ahead.
With HND, even with HND.
Oh, yeah.
With HND, yeah.
Even
And some of them go ahead.
HND,
Even
do
do
your
masters.
worst evaluation.
Look, Charlie, some of these guys are able to go on to even do PhD to become professors in the US. So the US, I've had this conversation with my wife. I said, look, I believe the US is a place that encourages people to, rise. Canada, when I want to get a bit of socialism for a year, you can be here and then, Charlie, you understand what I mean? US, you can go there with almost nothing and become something tomorrow. It's just how the US did. So don't think that Canada may not smile at you, but US schools day US way, Charlie. If you say we will talk, say maybe you know one. There's some schools day maybe Arizona or some place be quiet where you go every Charlie. You understand? Some isolated place they need you to come and stay there. When you go, they will celebrate.
I mean, for US, it's diverse. For instance, I came in as somebody with a business sustainability background. But right now, as I talk to you, I am into quality engineering.
See how they change their US, only US will do that.
So if you come in, like the opportunities are so broad that you can make the choice.
Big.
And then if you launch into it, and Charlie,
make no deceive you. Charlie, if you know the immigration level, nobody they can. The immigration will make people carry Canada small.
Just come.
But so right now, when you make the immigration like Indomie, you go see people go to look elsewhere.
I also want to give him an advice that I usually tell people. This journey is not a one-day journey. You have to be resilient,
it's a plan,
consistent, and do a lot of research. Okay, and don't listen to so many people. Choose the kind of people you want to listen to, and when you get the tidbit or a hint, research about it. Know yourself, know the areas that can help you. Like, don't target the high universities. You know your class and all that. So when you are starting, just put in mind that you have a year to achieve. Start putting your documents together and be patient, be consistent, be resilient. If not, it will just remain a dream or a wish. I have to be honest with you.
Mr. Musa, you need this one, especially when you said that you easily give up or you want to give up and stuff. You need to be
there is nothing like giving up. And then don't try it. If you're a person that gives up easily, please. No. I'm being honest. Then don't try it.
For now, I am ready to listen to you people and carry on. I am not giving up.
But in the journey of abroad, there is nothing like, I want to give up. Yeah.
Mr. Musa, the man where they wear glasses, they talk. You know how many times in Canada refused now? Canada refused us. He got to the point he wanted to
Canada at the full scholarship. You know, we say I don't get
full scholarship, said they refused us.
At the full scholarship.
So at the point where me I tell and say, Charlie, you remember what I told you? I said, Charlie, spread yourself wide.
See, even here, Krano, I came to US even without funding. I came
The
to
time
US.
you was no get scholarship, we no get funding.
No, without funding. But
I understand.
You understand?
But now, when I came in, after my first semester, in my second semester, I had full funding. My accommodation. It's 2-bedroom flat. Free. They eat free food. They get free on top. Yes, now.
Yeah.
So the journey there, and please, if you are planning, have about 3 plans A, B, C. So if A no clock, go B. If B no clock, go C. That be
Apostle, you say ABC. Me, I told my people they should do ABC up to Z.
Yeah. I do some interview. I don't know if you guys remember. I do some interview with a man who was a teacher as well. I call him Kuku the Traveler, who was Biden was used about 19 times.
Yeah.
You know that interview? That interview made my price.
Yeah.
I remember.
Adekaiwa.
I know the kind of
Adekaiwa.
That Adam Musa, you for watch that. You watch him, I go fire you up. The guy you know they give up. You know they give up. That guy know they give up. The number of times that you refuse some visa, you can even use the number of time they refuse him visa to dress that scab grass and find a median. Yeah. That's how I never give up.
You seniors gave me the courage to even join this live program. If not, sometimes because of the class, you have that kind of inferiority complex. And
hey, my boss, if I wake up,
look, it's normal to feel like that because we are from a place where, Charlie, if you don't get first class, second class, we know they count. Charlie, we know people who have second class lower have gone on to do wonderful things, become scholars, academics, and stuff like that, right? So how we finish, there might be so many things explaining. You understand? I had a couple of F's in secondary school, but anybody who knows my story knows that it was a situation that made me go through that. I didn't even write the exams when I was giving because I couldn't pay my fees. Yeah. So you cannot write me off based on just that. You understand what I mean? Mm-hmm. What is important is that there should be hope for you. There should be places that will say you have a chance. And I think between Canada and US will give you a better option than Canada. Right? Like Canada make Indomie somehow. You see,
For now, I'm just ready to listen to you people and just proceed with the process.
And then let me put this information across. It is very important. If you are a student and you are listening to us and you don't have, even though you have had you've gotten an admission and you don't have funding, please don't come.
Okay.
Don't come.
Okay.
You can choose to defer your course and come in spring. Why am I saying this? Because if you come in fall, you don't have funding. How are you going to pay your school fees? Because here you have to pay a certain amount to be able to register your course in advance for next semester. So if you've not paid less a certain amount, you cannot register. And if you cannot register, it means that the school will revoke your service. But if you're able to come in spring, right? The spring ends in May. You have about 4 months to be able to go do and raise some money to come and pay your fees and then be able to register for. And then by that period too, I believe that if you are hard and wild, you'll be able to get an assistantship.
Okay.
If you are wild, because me, when I come, Charlie, I wasn't me. After class, I come all the departments on campus. I'll be coming all the departments on campus. Please, do you have an assistantship available? They will say no. The following day, I'll go. The following day, I'll keep going till I had one. So like with determination, Charlie, definitely you get something.
Yeah.
If you are somebody that you go once and there's no space there, you can master, then forget it.
You couldn't have said it any better. Choco gave this same advice, and I picked that. And trust me, if not because I started my semester in the spring, I would have serious troubles here.
Yeah.
Because by April, by May, you would have gone on your summer break up to August.
Yeah.
So you raise some income and you. So I am a typical example of the thing you've laid out. So not just to him, but any other person listening to us who would want to embark on this journey, you could get admission for September. The most important thing, get it. Speak to your university. Let them defer it for you to the spring intake. Yeah.
If you get the visa safe, Krana, don't try to come. Come in for. And even yes, and then a student came in and made this mistake. And let me use that to share information to people. So if you had an admission with a particular school, right, here in the US, and you use that school to get your visa, right, and maybe you did not get funding, but you applied to a different school and you had funding over there. The right thing to do is that when you come into US, come to the school where you use their I-20 to get your visa, to transfer your service to the new school. Right? Come to the school where you use their I-20 to get your visa, then come and do a transfer to the new school. Don't come and go straight to your new school.
Okay.
If you do that, your service will be terminated because you don't have, your service is not tied to that school. It is tied to the first school.
Okay.
There was this student that came in from Ghana. He had this issue. He came in and went straight to the school. Almost 2 months into the school, and then the school said, you don't have service with us. So he must come back to Easton, where I am right now. And that place, he had received what do you call it? He's having an assistantship, but here in Easton, he doesn't have an assistantship, so he has to come to base school. And even now, I don't even see him on campus. Whether school where guy you say or the one can grow said you, I don't even see the guy again on campus. So please don't make that mistake at all. The school that gave you the service, come straight to the school first and transfer your service. See, you will not be charged for anything. You will not pay anything. Just tell them to transfer your service to the new school and you'll be good to go.
Good.
So please don't make that mistake. Yeah.
Right, Musa, I think we've given you enough as now. Send an email. I'll connect you to so then you take it from there, okay? But don't be scared about your GPA has nothing to do with anything. There are people, there are teachers who have third class. They are teaching in America. So don't you have
third class. You see, you like this, you enter US. I don't want to say you be 10 professors for US.
Oh yeah.
Make you not give up step, right?
Okay, let me clarify this before I go. Here is the case, Mr. O, with his explanation of my chances of getting the opportunity to teach being very slim. So if I am to apply for the school, so do I apply for masters in, say, economics or masters in education? Though they will link me to chief, but I want to put this up before I go.
No, I think Apostle will take care of you. By two of you transcript, look at your
okay,
course.
Okay, that's fine. That's
fine. Then he will advise you the best course to choose, whether to do MSc, to do MPhil, to do whatever.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So that you don't do too much about it. So don't just send me the email. I will do the linkage, then we'll take it from there.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate.
I hope to give a testimony one day.
Amen.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
Okay.
All right. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye.
Take care.
Hello.
We have somebody to here. I think there is a comment on the screen from Ridi Bangna Khalid. If you can put it on the screen.
Oh, okay.
It's basically confirming what. Yeah, Mr. Adams. I know you have a busy day. If you have to also leave.
Oh, I am done. This is my space now, so let me enjoy you guys.
Really appreciate.
Exactly.
So
today,
thank you for sharing those tips there. This is a very long video. Mr. O probably will be able to do this. Me, if my video long like that, I don't know if he said even download them myself. So what if you are able to clip some of these short parts that we had some nuggets there for people to appreciate, because the information Adetune gave is a powerful one. Transferring your service. Look at somebody on the screen. Ridi Bangna Khalid. Nice discussion. This is the kind of advice I didn't get. And now my I-20 is terminated. I regret it, but life continues. You see that? That's exactly what Adetunde just talked about. So assuming this information was out there publicly, there was a good chance people won't watch this video tomorrow. Not just because of the length. We are already 2.5 hours already into it. How many people? The truth is that we won't watch it, right? But let's hope that we'll be able to clip some of these short parts and then put it out there for people to watch. Yeah.
We'll do that.
So sorry about your situation, Khalid, Ridi. Hopefully, I like that it's a life continuum, meaning there is hope, right? And hopefully something good comes for you. Okay.
All
right. Before we take a class, let me quickly take these things. Says Zumelo, he said, Mr. O, please, I took the practice and with a score of 180. Man, that is 100% score.
I'm telling you, seriously.
Which state license can I get with it? Every state. Okay, every state you can get a license with it. So go ahead. But I wanted to also correct a misconception a little bit. He came back and made a comment. Was Mr. Musa Mr. Musa, study with your masters and a course and then take practice you can teach in the USA. It is not entirely true. The fact that he's doing economics, it will be hard for him to get a mathematics position to teach, because there are 1,001 of people who have math background stand alone. So they will definitely, if you are a principal and you are employing people and you have economic people applying for math, you have geography people applying for math, and you have mathematics teachers for math, who will you take first? You definitely go for the math people first. So it is not entirely true. It is like 1 out of 1,000. So Charles, I just wanted to correct that misconception. Okay, the fact that you have the praxis does not give you the 100% opportunity because of that. And yes, if you are in the US, there is a possibility, there is a 0.1% chance of you getting into it, but it is not entirely true. Yeah, thank you. So, sir class, or we have two people, right? Bright and
Bright.
Bright.
Hello. Yeah. Hey, bossy.
How are you, boss?
I'm fine, Mr. Selassie.
Yes, boss.
Yeah, Vivid. Choco. Choco, what the
Sharp, right? I see you.
Vivid, sharp.
It is so. Charlie, nice to have you here.
Charlie.
Yes.
Long time.
Long time, bro.
Longest time. In fact, for me, Mr. Selassie is my brother. We've known each other for days. For days, way back. That's where we used to eat to MFS State area there. So no idea.
I won't come out.
And for Choco, you're around the dollar block. area there.
So
at least, yeah. Well, I'll follow you for a very long time, and I'm even on your subscriber and also on the alumni page.
Okay.
And I've utilized your tutorials a lot, even to advise people that they've not listened about agents.
Yeah.
Agent. When you said that, when they ask you, they can do it for you. Bring this, bring that. You said it that whenever they are asking you, bring this, bring that. First of all, ask who have they done those things to. They should open their logins for you to check whether or not they have done so and so application for people. But my people will not listen. When you tell them, they wouldn't listen. They'll go and do it whenever it backfires. Before they'll be complaining. You see, this is what is happening right now. You know, we follow you since Bafo, Peter Bewa, Selassie joined, and a lot of information. You see, so I would like to thank you very much for what you are doing. You know, we are learning a lot. You see, we have to buy knowledge. When you buy knowledge, certain mistakes, you will not do it. You know, some mistakes, if you want to correct it, it becomes very expensive for you to correct. So why not you protect yourself from going through those hassles? You see? So, Charlie, we did for you. We too, we did here. The way things are going over there, we are not liking it though. But we are just,
we really like them. Thank you so much, Bright.
It affect them back home, so
I tell you, Charlie, I tell you that things right now, school fees alone these days is becoming like something. I applied for a school, and the cost was around 44,955. I defer. The same cost has gone up to 79,445. Then I was asking myself, this thing, what is it? What is it? What is it at all? Then the increment over 100%.
Don't worry. You'll be looking, keep looking, you'll get something cheap.
But you know already, every day I've been in your DM. Man tired, the body is tired.
But the man speaking can also consider the loan companies, Empower.
Yes, the loan company, I have done so, but there is one thing. How are you going to these questions? How will you fund the loan?
Yeah. So, Bright,
that is the question.
Make I just chip in this. So it used to be much easier to get an admission from a school that is eligible for Empower loans and stuff like that, and then you used to apply, and then Charlie, they were approving it. But right now, since they tighten things, they look into the loan aspect more, right? Yeah. They want to know like your ability to finance your own stuff beyond just a loan. It's not like they don't want people to come with a loan, but it kind of cast a lot of doubt on for them to see your ability to survive here financially on your own. You understand? If you need a loan. Exactly. I've seen people who have been refused just because they use loan. But a year or two ago, these were people who would have gotten a visa. Right? Exactly. So right now the tightness things are more tighter now. That's what it is. Yeah. Just yesterday, somebody reached out to me, got admission, a school that I did, Memorial University, Master's degree, Social Sciences. Guess what? The school fees for 2 years is not even up to $8,000.
Yeah.
International student. School fees for 2 years.
Yes.
School fees for 2 years is not even up to $8,000. Yeah. By the way, remember, there are different programs on their website. So it depends on the program you choose. If it's an MBA, the price is a little bit more different, right? But some of the associates like Masters in Sociology, Masters in this. Their school fees is between $1,300 to $2,300 per semester.
Yes.
Right? For a year, that is less than $6,000. For 1 year, you know what I mean? So cast your net. For me, don't just put all your eggs in just one basket. The Canada basket right now, it'd be very leaky.
Yeah.
Basket where the leak, where be bipolar too. That basket we really trust us. You understand?
Charlie.
Yeah. So put some for US, put some from Latvia, put some for Czech Republic, put some for Luxembourg. You understand? Charlie spread them. Even Poland, you get Romania, if you get that, Charlie go past them. Make the weather choke you small. If the weather mess you up small, by then you will get visa come US. Sometimes we go past places. You understand? So spread yourself. Myself coming to Canada. Canada was not the first country. Okay, all right. Well, I applied to Canada first in 2012, and I didn't get the admission. Right. Then somebody told me about Norway. So I went and I applied to a bunch of schools in Norway. I did 6 schools in Norway. Out of the 6 schools, I got 3 of them. And then I applied to UK. I got the UK one. I applied to US, Ohio, where I get them too. Where Canada, I say this time, you guys will last year, don't give me admission. So this time I will do one. But the one way I do will give me admission with scholarship.
Okay.
In fact, Canada was not even the first country I really wanted to go to, even Norway. Because now boys, they make money for Norway. Wow. Charlie boys, they go Norway. After their first semester, they can't do data collection or 1 year. They can't do data collection, especially those who are doing the 2 years master's thesis. You know, they will come home, coming to do data collection, and then they build. Some of them have 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom houses. I said, I know be recently where you go Norway. You know, some of them will come and then they marry, they buy a Land Cruiser. I say, and you are still a student. I watch the TIA say, this Norway, therefore go cure my poverty for that. So I make my mind say, I remember talking to some of my professors those time at Legon. I went to Professor Boafuata, talked to him. If you know Professor Boafuata from Legon, if you went to Legon, you probably know him. Bright, you know Professor Boafuata. I talked to Professor Boafuata. I talked to Dr. Bossman, Asari Bossman, who is now the deputy.
Yeah.
He was also my lecturer. I went and I talked. I said, right now I have offers. So I have US, I have UK, I have Canada, I have Norway. Where do you think I should go? You know me well. And then some of them were just say, but you they campus be justice to the cell. Maybe for go we go make money. There's take service. You see, I was giving advice. Some said I should go to Norway. Some said go to US. Some said, but eventually me now sit down. I say, Charlie, I fucking Canada, because when I issue for life is beyond just dollar. You see how we have somewhere go cool small where we can.
So.
Yeah. So spread yourself. The bottom line is that spread yourself wide. Spread yourself wide. It might be capital intensive, application fee payment here and there, and then Charlie, the way the dollar make right now, if you know be somebody where you get a bit of Ghana cedis liquid on you, you could run out of money and then you want to give up, especially when the admissions don't come, right? I remember my first application in 2012, Charlie, that 50, those times the application was even $80 in Canada here. Okay. But that time the Canadian dollar was higher than the US dollar.
Wow.
Charlie, that money several we take do the application. Now it no be easy. So I hear say Norway only the application free. I say, hey, I will take put inside.
No, Canada. I do 5 schools for myself. I do another 5 for my wife.
$500
so just imagine 10.
Just imagine
5 for me and 5 for my wife.
No return.
Canada
in addition to the visa application fee rejections.
And also US also, when you must watch out. Some of the schools give free application waivers.
Application waivers. Yeah.
So if you don't have money, be looking out for those kind of information on their website. I think there is a timeline that they do, especially I think in February, March for spring, like for fall. Those are the times that they do. So just so if you don't have money, just keep your eyes on that. And then I don't know the unya and I say to me button goom krana.
I think some of our brothers share this on their platform. Peter Billward does very well.
Exactly. And Freddie too.
Freddie also does that. So look, you know me, I don't do content on US, right? And Adetunde also has a social media. He's not that active. But hey,
time now.
It means that we take the hotel with 2 bed, we know they use our money. If they hotel 2 bed, they don't know the fees.
1 bed we did there.
I I think
Yeah.
my program too is
And I do
also
make a quarter
another
back
issue
also.
because I am an accounting student and I'm into an auditing field. So more or less, I'm going in for an MBA or masters in accounting. So I realized that most of these professional courses do not have funding or they have a limited
Yeah, that's
funding.
true. That's true, though. Yeah, and even
You
if
see,
and with that, even with that, no, for the accounting and those MBA courses, no, most of the schools will require you to get a GRE.
yeah,
Yeah.
So,
So
so
Adetunde, so is it not
okay.
okay if he pivots a little bit into different areas that are not too far from accounting?
Exactly.
Just to
Yes.
get it,
So yeah.
you know?
So that's number one, and also there are some schools don't also require you to don't ask for
The GMAT or GRE.
GRE.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it depends on you. You have to do the research
Yeah.
on
yeah.
those
Same for
schools.
Canada, psychology.
You know, so
MBA, psychology, and so they'll tell you need to submit your GRE or GMAT.
some of them, if you even talk to them, they can waive it for you, but others they will still
You say,
they will insist to. If they insist, Charlie, just give them with them. Find a different school, Charlie. There are about 1,000 schools. I
Yeah.
mean,
yeah, and
in
Bright,
the
be willing to also modify your field a bit. If the accounting of the way are they similar, you know what I mean, with the sister
Yes.
courses that they
exactly.
can just to get to it.
So
see?
you can come in and do what do you call it? MIS,
Okay.
Management Information Systems. You know,
All right. Yeah.
even
Not
with
too
that,
far, right?
yes, because even with that, that is even a STEM program,
Yes.
which
Yeah.
gives you 3 years OPT than the accounting that will give you only 1 year
1
OPT.
year. Yeah.
So you know, so you must be very strategic in the courses you choose, and that's what I tell people. That
Yeah. So,
here in the US, if you are coming, the choice of your course is also important because 1 year OPT and 3 years OPT. 1 year is very short for you.
They go fast.
Charlie,
It's
I'm
like
telling
when
you,
you put
1 year is very
by the
short.
time they give it to you now, 2 months is already gone.
I'm telling you,
Charlie,
and
it's not
even
easy, oh.
and even if after the first 60 days of your after graduation and you don't have a job, your time has started ticking.
Yeah. I nearly
So
went for it in December. But I they watch Tinyama, you know, they drop the video. I see that thing, he say, this time around, be careful. It's dangerous to go for 1 year.
Yeah, so Charlie, so you for be now. I mean, a friend of mine came in from China. We're all in the same school, so I have to tutor him, you know, how to come in and everything. He came in with an MBA. At the moment he came in, I said, bro, go and change your course.
Yeah.
Come and do sustainability. He switched. Like he's doing sustainability now.
Okay.
It's a STEM program. So at least he has about 3 years to, you know,
So this one
planning.
is a switch of program within the same school, or you change the school to
No, the same school.
the same school, which is easier, right? You don't need to change your service.
So it's easier. So I mean,
yeah. Thank you so much, Bright. If you
Right.
don't mind, maybe also say class also the background. Let's also
Charlie, whatever
right,
happen.
online if you still want to. Let's also get
Yeah, Bright.
Okay. All right.
To continue the conversation behind the scenes, then we'll see how.
Backstage.
All right. All
Thank you, Mr. Choco. Thank you, everybody.
Yo, Mauna around say
Mr. Class. Choco, before Mr. Class comes in, if Apostle can deal with this question. So the guy who asked the question about
if you go if you read this thing we did.
Yeah, I said, Mr. O, to state that in my case, I went to the school and did the first semester, but due to inadequate funding, I couldn't go back. So my I-20 was terminated due to inability to enroll. Do I stand a chance when I take a paralysis now.
A praxis, yeah.
Sorry, a praxis now. So I don't know, but yes, like I said, in the US, if you are in the spring semester, before when you are halfway into the semester, you have to begin to register for the next academic class.
He was the one who said he didn't get advice, so his I-20 has been terminated.
Yes, yeah. So yeah. So
does it mean,
so I'm trying to explain what
status?
No, because once your I-20 is terminated, it means that you are no longer a student, so you are illegal. You are illegal, so you must go back home and say, yeah. But then he's asking that with this, can he take the prices and maybe re-enter or something? I mean,
no, the practice is the teacher licensure exam.
Yeah.
Which I don't think, being out of status now,
yes, because that's true.
It would be a little tight, because you are out of status. They require that you should be in status before you will be given the H-1B. So now that you are in status, I'm not sure it will. All right, thank you. And let's say, Cass, let's take you quickly before we take Mr. Hope. Is Mr. Cass here?
Oh. He's been waiting for so long, pal.
Yeah, he needs to come on.
He the chop beggar. It be long time I chop beggar. Can you hear me? I come for conference. I bring my jollof. I bring my cake. I bring my jollof. I bring my cake.
So I want to express my deepest gratitude to Choco. Okay. I have not met him in person before, but I dedicated 2 years of my life watching his videos back to back.
Hey, when they were chief disciple, pound.
I made sure I watched all his videos. In fact, Choco made my appetite for Canada so high that
if we so now we are the way to appetite right now, sir. We don't see.
In fact, Choco made it to the point that most of my friends started calling me. So my original name is Senyo. So most of my friends started calling me Senyo Canada. Senyo Canada.
Allah.
That is good.
Because I was so determined to come to Canada. I never knew that you could actually apply to schools in abroad and get assistantship and scholarship to come and study for free. So when I chanced on his video, in fact, I met Choco. I got to know Choco through Jay Kwashi.
Okay.
And I got to know Jay Kwashi through Big Godwin, Mate.
Okay.
So somewhere 2021, 2022, that was when Big Godwin Mate posted that if you are not following Jay Kwashi, then you have lost a lot. So when I tried following Jay Kwashi, then I also saw Choco over there, and I started following Choco. And when I chanced on his videos, I was like, wow. The first video I saw from Choco was one dawn, early morning. He was trying to show how to do a Canadian school application, and he used Memorial University of Newfoundland. By then, your daughter, Joanna, she was very young, so she even woke up middle of the night, and you have to carry her, and you were doing the video.
If you are a disciple, you remember the video.
So I watched that video. It was very lengthy, but I watched it, and I said, look, I have to apply to this school. Originally, my background is in communication, but if you watch that video, Choco used political science for experiment. That was the program that he used. So I applied for. By then I was in my third year at the university. And Choco also mentioned that if you are in university or high school, make sure that you graduate with a good GPA, because that will be your surest way of getting admission and funding abroad. So from that time, I took my studies serious. I was following all my professors. If you are my professor and I took your exam and you gave me a low grade, I'll come to your office. We have to go through everything. I have to make sure that I get my A. Lo and behold, so before I even graduated university, I knew what I wanted to do right after school.
Yeah.
So when I finished, by then, what I was waiting for, and Choco also did a video and said that professors, when we are getting to the end of the semester, you will need recommendation. So start chasing them. Don't wait for the last week when they are doing their grading and all those things. They will not mind you. So chase them on time, run after them. So I did all those things. I applied because I was interested in coming to Canada. I applied to Memorial University of Newfoundland. I applied to University of Saskatchewan, and then I also applied to Acadia University, which is in Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
So I applied for these 3 schools, different programs. I applied for political science in Memorial University of Newfoundland. I applied for public policy at University of Saskatchewan, and I applied for Master of Divinity at Acadia University. But what changed the whole thing for me to look at US is Chief Osofo. Osofo was trying to enter Canada, and then they were bouncing him. On Osofo, I watched that your video you did when you landed in US, where you said that Canada has been bouncing me, but Trump, I think either you said Trump or Joe Biden has allowed you in. So you did the video. So when I watched that video, and then Choco said that you have to spread yourself wide. Don't limit yourself. And then Choco, there was this video that interview you did with Nigerian guy who went to Japan to learn excavator, and then from there he moved to Canada. He got the opportunity to move to Canada. So I think he said he tried Poland, he tried different countries, and then I am so much addicted to Choco. I read Choco, I listen to Choco, everything is about Choco.
So, very soon you marry him.
So I was so
original Senor Canada.
I tell you.
The guy they mentioned the time where I do my videos, my daughter they wake up. I said, this guy he told me what.
The videos you forget.
So I decided to apply for some few schools in US too because of those interviews that Choco had. So I applied to EIU, Eastern Illinois University.
Okay.
And then I applied to Western Illinois University. Now, talking about money, I did not have money to pay the application fee because EIU is $30.
Yeah.
And then Western Illinois, I think it's about $60. I did not have money, but I made sure that I did the complete application, submitted all my documents, submitted all the recommendations, because I knew that with EIU, there will be a point where they will give application waiver. So if your application is complete, automatically they will pick it and then review it.
Yeah.
And you see, because I was so much addicted in going to Canada, the Canadian application fees were very much expensive, but I was willing to pay those ones. I remember I paid Memorial University of Newfoundland $120 Canadian dollars.
Yeah,
I paid it, but $30 in US I didn't pay because I had no interest in US. I wanted to go to Canada. I was so determined.
So but you were hooked on the Canada tramadol.
I want to come and see Choco. Because people were coming, Choco was receiving them at the airport and they were sharing their stories. So I was like, me too, I have to be there. And Choco, you remember that frame hanging at your background? Anytime you did your video, there was this frame that was, I said, me too, I'll come and sit there and have that interview. Like, I'll come there. So I did everything and I was waiting. Memorial came in. I think the fees is around $28,000, and they gave me partial funding. I said, oh, wow, these people have disappointed me. I did not get admission to University of Saskatchewan, public policy. I did not get it. But I got a divinity at Acadia University, full funding. I got Acadia University, full funding. So I was gathering my documents. And because if you follow Choco, he will give you all the things you will need. Every document, everything, he will tell you what you have to do. And I also, because I was really interested in Canada, I subscribed to his channel, his page. So I was a member of his page, and he was sharing a lot of information over there. Then later, somewhere around June, when I was making preparation, I was gathering everything to come to Canada. Admission came from EIU, full funding.
Competition has come inside. Competition has come inside.
Why you no come?
I'm here. I actually thought that you are not on campus, though, because I watched your video with Kimford back to back.
No wait, so I don't know. Wait, no wait. So you are in so you did like.
It be the tight way you won't collect. You won't collect the tight.
I
did see that thing. You won't collect it tight.
Tomorrow, if I land, I'm coming to collect my tight.
If they can't collect the tight, the tight you go double up.
You have given
Look for my office. My office is at the university court.
Okay,
I'm there.
I'll come.
Yes.
Oh, so Senor Canada, you have done Canada.
Honestly, I didn't know you were on campus. I thought like you've left and gone. I didn't know.
I don't know. But
I also didn't know.
No.
Wow, that's interesting.
Are you on our page? Are you on the Ghanaian page?
No. I have a friend who said he's going to talk to the administrators for them to add me. And up to now, I've been here since 4 last year and nobody has added me.
Last year?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. So, Choco, I owe you a lot. Now,
don't worry, we go the tight. We go ask for extra percent. Make you share his story.
No. 25%
the man of God, though. Tight they be very important. So you understand?
Tight they defend their growth. Tight the
necessary.
I think, Cass, you see, you people have been hiding. You have been hiding. Come and share your story so that people will be liberated. You are not sharing. In fact, let's allow people to ask questions. You must avail yourself this weekend fully for interview.
The story be interesting.
Before I go, let me share this. Let me share this. One, I came on your program. I came on your live. One, because I want to thank Choco. I'm so much grateful. And you know, Choco, really? I'm a media person, and my station is actually stationed in Choco. So my radio station, Hot FM. I'm sure you know Hot FM.
Yes, yes, I know Hot FM. Yeah.
Yes. So I have done a lot of stories and all those things in Choco. So you know, there is this particular house in Choco that they call I think it's called Choco is it Choco Canada or something? I have been to that particular house before because I thought you were related to them. So I've been to that house, and anytime I went on my radio program, I'll give a shout out to you, Mr. Jimmy inside Canada. Meanwhile, I did not even know you. I have not met you before. And the final, whatever that you are doing in Ghana, you have to take it serious because with here, my journalism course or my journalism program that I was doing in Ghana, that is what has brought me here. I'm doing communication, and even here, my teaching assistant duty is still journalism. So I teach the students journalism, TV, radio, newspaper. That is what I'm doing. So whatever that you find yourself doing in Ghana, do it very well and make sure that you apply for a program which is in line with what you are doing so that they can consider you. I have friends here who are doing art because they were doing graphic designing, and that is what they are doing here. Some of my classmates who are master's program, they are here because swimming. They teach people how to swim. That is what has brought them here. That is what has won them assistantship. So thank you so much, Mr. O. Thank you so much, Choco. I am forever grateful to you. Your videos has really helped.
Let me give you an apple.
It will be properly.
As for the tithe, I'll still take it, but no. I'm not taking
that
you see that you are doing communication or journalism or something, which is non-step.
Yeah.
So try and add sustainability.
Also for someone that say behind the scene.
Also,
Right.
so I have had that conversation. I've had that conversation with Dr. Hugo, the graduate coordinator at sustainability.
Yeah.
So I'm actually on the sustainability in the group, the page for it. I'm the
Oh dear. If I come tomorrow,
I'll come and see you.
You take my number offline. I don't know how you get my number safe, but
I'll come.
Wait, Mr. O, is he in touch with you?
No.
Cass
have commented on my pages before, but he hasn't sent me message.
I beg
1 year, 1 year they hear you. Where I not see you.
I beg make you email. He's more reliable than you. Email Mr. O. Sorry, I beg you. Give her the email.
MrO.com@gmail.com.
So MRODOTCOM. Yeah, MRODOT.
He knows, but
you know it, right?
So, so, like, where are you staying?
I'm on the 9th Street.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't know how you.
You know, my communication is
he go email.
I know.
Mr. O. Then Mr. O go connect him.
Okay. See. All right. That's fine.
Yeah. Cass, your story be. I don't say you get more vibe. If you don't want to share himself on my platform, we can probably.
Yes, Choco. I want to talk to you.
You talk the way they sweat. You be like say Charlie the Baptist.
He get vibe. Too much. I see.
Charlie. Your name will be send you Canada. So send you Canada.
No, so right now, we change them to Senior Charleston. Right now,
everywhere we pass, or people they call like Senior Canada.
It's Senior Chicago.
He said the 30.
I mean, because me too. I was hooked on going to Canada. I'm telling you, I was hooked on going to Canada. Hey, if you like. Nothing was changing my mind. Like
let's hear Hope. So Cass,
Hope.
Yo, make I talk something before we let Hope in. Okay. Do you remember those days when I was very activistic with my videos, like mostly driving and talking when I'm in the spirit? Before I start, I tell people, don't watch this video if you don't have plans of jackpot, because you watch them, the virus will catch you. Do you remember? I give the warning. I say don't watch it, because if the virus catch you, you have sleepless nights until you jackpot.
Yes, you can.
At the top of the video is that even if you don't jackpot to Canada, say you will jackpot somewhere.
Yeah. It catch you. Now are they midway my master's program back home? It catch me. I not finish my thesis where I come.
That virus, it catch you to the no do.
So
surprisingly, I was doing my master's in Ghana, but still I had my mind in Canada, because Choco always tell you. So I was supposed to graduate from my master's program in November 2024, and I left Ghana in August 2024. So I left the Ghana masters behind.
Yeah, but we for make one then go complete those theses.
You will go complete.
I submitted everything.
Because I do all the coursework, so I forgot do the final.
Don't worry, even JM step or twice, so you go work for twice.
All right, Mr. Cass,
Mr. Cass, so link up with Mr. O, and then I'll pick it up from there. I'll probably get in touch with you. When I get his number from him, I'll be in touch, okay?
Yeah.
But also, God bless you. Welcome
so
to
much.
the
Thank you.
Maybe so.
Right.
This guy in virus, they like my own. Papa.
Mr. Hope, go
Good
ahead.
evening. Yeah, good evening from Ghana.
Yeah.
Yes. Mr. Choco, Mr. O, people I'm familiar with. At times I transfer your videos and also learn. Listening to your one of the presenters this evening, he said OTP is 3 years. and for the STEM programs, and he mentioned sustainability. In Ghana, when we say sustainability, we refer to social science programs. But then I was wondering, how come sustainability is coming in STEMs, which is science, technology, engineering, mathematics side? So I would like him to educate me more on how sustainability, how those of us from social science background, like development studies, that's what I did at UDS, we'll be able to pick a program in relation to such programs to also benefit from the OPT anytime that opportunity comes our way. Thank you very much.
Okay, all right, Mr. Hope.
Yes,
When we talk about sustainability, it's very broad, right? So, sustainability in like the so you can take a class in environmental
sustainability.
Yes, environmental sustainability. Then we have sustainability in energy. So renewable energy, renewable carbon, those kind of energy this thing. Then we have sustainability in tourism. Even when you come to tourism and fashion, we have sustainability, right? Then I think we have sustainability corporate. So corporate sustainability is also there. So it depends on the area. So it depends on the background you are coming from and the area you want to dive into. So me, for instance, I have a business background. So I came in as like with the area of what corporate sustainability. So my research was like, my interest was about corporate sustainability. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay.
Corporate sustainability and those kind of things. So it depends on the area that you want to venture in. Maybe somebody might do environmental science in Ghana. You can come in to do a sustainability, and then you major, or the area that you want to venture into is what the environmental policy and things, right? So you can look at that area. So it depends on the area that you want to look into. But here in the US, it's a STEM program, but it's very diverse and very broad. So you have to choose. You have to choose the courses that aligns with your interest in that area. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Does that answer your question?
Yes, that's answer. I know the screen. I see a lot of notes here.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. So
okay.
It's the same.
Yeah, that is good. Personally, I always look for schools in relation to social work and community psychology, mostly at Point Park University. So I always look at it. But when I was watching, you mentioned sustainability and the OTP. I quickly want to get clarification on it, and also want to respectfully find out if you are selecting the programs. It therefore means that we must be conscious of this OTP after school, to say, rather than just looking at a program in general to go and do for 1 year, if you really want to stay in the university, or come back to look at other things.
So I think it really depends on your interest, actually, right? It really depends on your interest. I know people who have come here to do social work, which is one of also the areas that they need people a lot, right? Social work, they need people a lot. And I know somebody who's also doing psychology right now, but I don't know her plan afterwards. So it depends on the plan that you are coming in with.
Okay.
If you have your plan, like your exit plan, as I call it,
yes,
that you can still come and do your psychology, social work, and everything. But I always say that you must always have an exit plan, and
yes,
don't stick to one. Don't stick to one exit plan. I know people when they are done with their first masters, they couldn't get any job or anything. They did another program again in STEM to be able to get those kind of OPT to be able to stay and work and then get a company to file for them. So it depends on the area you want to go into. Does that answer your question?
Okay. Yes. Lastly, before I move, this is to Mr. O. I don't know if you could remember one time you had one guy in your inbox on the live chat like this, and he said he's a professional teacher with teacher certificate A. Then he did a first degree in development studies and went to do masters again in the development planning, and he had interest in teaching. So your answer pushed me to the school route, now looking for opportunities in the school radar. You told me that the opportunity is going to be slim. Yes, because I'm no more in the classroom, and my degree is not a classroom related one. So I'm the person. So now I'm also searching for the schools, and you advise that I should take this part, look for the schools to also go. When I get there, then I know what to do. So thank you very much for the opportunity, and God bless all of you for the great work we are doing. We are watching behind, and one day we will come and give the testimony, as my earlier speaker said. Thank you. God be with us all.
Sometimes when you are outside, it's very difficult to know certain things, but the moment you get inside, you will see that challenge. The opportunity to even move and switch into things are very because you there here already.
Okay.
So if you are here already, the chances to switch or like change your visa status to programs, and I mean it's very higher than. In fact, right now, if you are a student here in the US and you don't have funding and you are here already and you apply for funding, you are here or you are already here, they consider you first than the person at
home.
Yes, because the person at home, they don't know the probability of getting a visa and even coming. They don't even know that you are already here, so they will consider you first. That is why I say that if you don't have funding, don't come in fall, but come in spring. So if you come in spring, by the time you make before the end of spring, you might get some funding, then you move on.
Exactly.
All right.
My one thing that I want to add, I you right. You studied development studies at UDS, correct?
Yes, sir.
So it won't be too much out of place to still apply for sustainability studies.
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
When you are putting your applications together, please also try and sow a couple of seeds there. All right. Target those schools that may give you an application waiver if you don't have the money, and then sow as many of those seeds as possible, and let's see which of them will smile. Okay.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and we appreciate your questions. Okay. So for you. All right.
I cannot believe we've done 3 hours.
I'm serious. Hey.
So we've spent a lot.
I know, right?
But we would have probably ended a bit earlier, but once Adams and Co started coming in, he made a party. We had to play extra time.
I know, right? Yeah.
So,
but it's been good. It's been good. I appreciate all of us. God bless you, Choco. God bless you, Apostle, and God bless you, Adams, for joining and adding your voice. And you just entered Nicodemously and strategically in order to get access to your boss. Don't worry, you've been in Canada for more than 1 year.
You say Canada, Master. You guys are scratch. If I drive from New Brunswick to
I would
yeah,
my best to connect
the
you.
New Brunswick, the day I will come there, it will be rough.
Swear, I
Because
swear.
the Brunswick Community College, the way our fire people go there, I get plenty of people for there, actually. Yeah.
So I think we should end it. Then maybe we should be doing it. Maybe we should be doing it 1 hour, strictly 1 hour, more often than other things.
No, if we say we go listen to people, no, we'll do. Let's flow with the spirit. Yeah.
Seniors, thank you very much.
Ended by
Happy
1
to-
hour. We wouldn't have had all the people coming, right?
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
what we'll do is that let's do our thing. That's like podcast kind of thing.
Exactly.
We do it, and then later on we go chop.
We chop it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Adam, you wanted to say something?
I just want to say thank you guys. You know the background story already, and thank you, Senior Choco. God bless you. Today I have the opportunity to extend my greetings to John Henry and the sister.
John Henry and the sister. John Henry.
I know them so well on the print, as if I know them in person. So, yeah, John Henry. I saw you when you were little, very small.
He said he used to watch you when you were a baby, very small, very big boy.
Yeah. So,
Joanna, I want to say hello to them.
Thank you so much. We will definitely interact.
Yeah, Adam, look, I give you my number. My number be 614. Oh, Adam, I didn't give you my number. I said we did live. Charlie,
no, if you give your number for here, it will be bad.
No, you know, type it into the box. Type it into the like our main chat box.
Mr. O will give me. Mr. O will give me.
Yeah, we go later.
That's fine.
Yeah, boss. Thank you. God bless you.
All right.
God bless you. Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right, Choco. I think Seriam and John they are all tired and want to sleep.
I beg if I end up, you know.
Yeah. God bless you. Apostle, I'll definitely come back. I beg.
No problem.
All right.
Hey, Joanna, my chief keyboardist. Don't worry. When I come to Canada, we will play keyboard the whole night. Nobody will sleep. Do all night.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
All right, bro.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being with us. It's been long, and Lucky says I enjoyed the whole 3 hours. That was good. That was a long one. We didn't plan it. We didn't know it was going to take that long, but hey, it was good conversation. I will try my best to break it down at least to 30 minutes each, so that all of you have access to it in bits and pieces. All right. Have a good night and have a good morning wherever you are watching from. And let's do this another time. Thank you, Madam Vivian. Thank you, everyone who interacted, who shared, and who sent messages. If I've not answered your question, we'll take our time and go back to the comments and we'll do justice to some of the questions. All right. Have a good morning. Bye-bye.